last few years and six-figure increases. There's not a new contract in place for him this year, but that video was just to kind of dispel some of the rumors that, hey, he's still our basketball coach. Now, this may change tomorrow. You'll have to ask Coach Muselman that, but we very much want him to be an Arkansas Razorback. We feel like where his contract currently sits, he's compensated in the top 12 to 15 coaches in the country. He's earned that compensation and done a great job. And that video was nothing more than an athletic director trying to have a little bit of fun with some fan bases and naysayers that saying, hey, Coach Muselman's leaving. Well, he may be leaving, but right now he's still here and he's still our basketball coach and he's still driving the bus.
It's worse.
Okay, so,
it's worse now. I hear it again.
So a buddy of mine does PR for a very large company.
Oh, my God.
And I said, listen to this and then just give me some bullet points because tell me what I'm missing. Number one, never, and he put that in, he underlined it, never admit that your employees are talking to other employers. The first thing he said is, who is this guy? And I said, he's the athletics director. And he went, and his comment to me was, oh, God. And I'm like, yeah, we got a problem. Never admit that your employees are talking to other employers. Then he said, did he really say he's still the basketball coach today? That's strike number two.
Oh, my God.
Then he said, you never talk about contracts, especially with no context. Because it sounds like his contract is like has a year or something left. He's got 4 years left. And you gave no indication as to why there's no new contract on the table. What you say is, and this is his words, not mine, he has 4 years left on his contract. If we see a need to extend him, we will. Give them nowhere to go. Back to the thing I keep saying. Then he pulled what's left of his hair out by saying, this may change tomorrow? You have to ask Muss? This is a PR disaster.
Yes. Oh, this is a wreck.
Yurachek went on to say he may be leaving.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he said your job as the boss or the athletics director, whatever it is to present calm. Even if the whole building is burning down around you, you project calm. You don't go on and say, the guy may be leaving. I don't know. Ask him.
No.
Now, the last thing he said, he said, why are you, now DQ brought this up and this may be part of it, but why are you breaking this sort of news on a podcast from Southern California? His point was you find the biggest shill you have and you do it there because it's going to be treated with soft lights. There'll be some music. Everything will be great. What you've created is a firestorm. And now On 3 is reporting that Eric Muselman is interviewing with Southern California. You can't project the idea that you have no idea what's going on inside your athletic department. Even if you don't, you can't say it.
Yeah,
it is a tire fire.
Okay, so, and by the way, it's a tire fire. This is the worst part. And it's about all the things you just said. It's a tire fire that instead of calling the fire department, you called the gas company.
Right, it's a grease fire now.
And you were pouring gas on it. Like we needed you to be backdraft, and you've turned into the Conoco man or something there.
He probably was very honest about all of this is true.
I have no doubt he was very honest.
Well, you can't do that right now. In a time of crisis, you can't do that. You can't admit to yourself. You can't admit that you doctored a video about him without him even knowing it.
Look, here's the thing here. Okay, I've never liked this about Yurachek because it feels like to me Yurachek works for his employees and his employees don't work for him. He's never had boss vibes when he's tackling Chuck Barrett when they win a game to go to the Sweet 16 or when he's jumping up and down on the sideline when they score a touchdown. He doesn't present leadership in any way, shape, or form.
This is what I told DQ earlier, was we haven't seen him. This is the first time I've seen him since football. He is, I don't know if it was a direct order or something that he came up with on his own, but he has sort of stood down. I think he wanted to be that public figure like Del Conte down at Texas, and he's not that guy.
No.
He's not that guy. I think he wanted to be front and center, be the face, and he's not. This was, when you read the transcript and then you hear the interview, I understand what he was trying to say, but it made it worse.
Yes, he poured gas on the fire.
It made it appear as though you have absolutely no idea what's happening inside your own athletic department, and in particular your basketball program.
Yes.
You never go, well, you'd have Justin Stepp did that. Remember, we got all over him when he's like, I don't know what happened. Go ask them.
Go ask the offensive line.
Go ask the offensive line.
Yep.
Now you're saying, well, I don't know if he's leaving. Go ask
Right.
us.
Right. Yeah. I've always thought, I've said this since for years now, that it feels like that relationship is Hunter works for Eric. It's not the other way around. The power dynamics are all screwed up there.
I don't know that Eric or Hunter works for Eric. I don't think Eric works for anybody. I think
that may be true.
I think he's just out there on his own island.
Say what you want about Jeff Long, but there was
that would have never happened under Jeff Long.
But there was no doubt who was running the athletic department when Jeff Long was here. And with Yurachek, I don't know who's running this thing. Is the NIL running it, or the Hunt's running it? Is Eric Muselman running it? I don't know who's running the athletic department, because this guy is as weak-kneed of a leader as I've seen in college athletics in ages.
Now he may have been kneecapped during the fall when Petrino came in.
He was totally
okay.
kneecapped.
Well, we assume now we it lines up, but he may have been kneecapped during that, and he may be on his way out the door. Who knows?
Oh,
but this. Having watched this, and look, I handed this to a buddy of mine that does PR, and he's like, "This is a disaster. This is." He goes, "There would be now whoever is advising him, dude. These are your bullet points. Do not stray.
Well, this is
whoever's advising him needs to go, because they are a PR nightmare."
Listen, I was just over there, so I have some affection for that place, as I know you do and DQ does. But let's just say it like it is. Some of the public relations decisions that come out of that place in athletics over the last year are some of the stupidest decisions that anyone could ever make that runs any sort of public-facing organization. This is one of them, and there are many more we could go into. They don't know how to frame NIL to make you believe they need your help, and then you don't know where your coach is. I mean, just all of it. It's a disaster.
When you go on to one of these things, and you don't just freewheel it, unless you are an elite guy in the athletic departments, give me an AD that's at Malmore or one of the guys that's really, really good at what he does. Otherwise, you go in there and you sit down with your people and go, okay, this is the message, and we stay on message, even if it's boring, even if it's dumb, because when you don't, this is what happens.
And listen, I'm sure, I'm looking at their website here, I'm sure Rip and DK do a fine job on the One Star Recruits podcast, but was the thinking here, well, I can go on this show and no one in Arkansas will find out?
Oh, they're getting a lot of downloads from the 3 area codes now.
I mean, was that the thinking?
You and I have been in that position where you have a guest on and they say something, and everybody looks at each other and goes, "Oh," and you're in your head, you're thinking, "Oh gosh, we got this." Just keep
the
going.
first thought is, did we record that?
Yeah, did we record this? Did we make sure that we recorded that?
Yes.
You need to present calm, peace. Everything is fine. I'm at the wheel. Instead, we got Al Haig up there.
Well, but
Muss
is at the wheel. We saw the video. Muss is at the wheel.
I also I know enough of these guys to know that, and I'm just based on Eric Muselman might be a tremendous pain in the ass to deal with, but he wins and he knows what he's doing.
Right.
Sometimes you give them a little bit of latitude when it comes to that thing. Look, Nolan was not the nicest person to deal with when he was Nolan.
No.
Today, Nolan is one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. But when he was at his zenith, man, Nolan was tough. But Nolan won a lot, and he ran his program efficiently and correctly.
Yeah.
When the leader goes on and goes, I don't know if he's going to be here tomorrow, ask him.
We should have known, honestly, we should have known there was trouble when out of the blue, he called this show one day. This is not the marking of a leader. It's to call into us.
That
really?
They were broken down. Remember that they were broken down at the 412 deal, and they were pumping something, which is fine. But here's the other thing: is like if you're going to have that conversation and release that information, find the biggest shill homer you have. Oh, and they put on nice music. You wine, you dine them, you have the conversation.
This would be a great time for Hunter Yurachek to be made available to local media. Because where's the softest landing spot going to be? Here.
That's what I'm saying.
Here.
Is pick the biggest shill you have.
They have no
Instead,
clue.
What you did was you went to Canada and set everything on fire.
They have completely completely dismissed and alienated everybody that works in the media here, and they don't care. They don't care. And they don't care about them, and they don't care about you, the fans. And that can't be lost in any of this. They don't give a rat's behind about you. So go ahead and send them and get your free Arkansas Edge hoodie. I hope you wear it well. I hope you enjoy your free soft drink at local establishments that you get when you get your discount. But they don't care about you is the point in all of this, because here's what I think you think out there. This is what I think you're saying. Wait a minute. You're going to keep the football coach and let the basketball coach walk? Why? And he can't answer that question today. He can't answer that question today. If he does leave, he can't answer that question. Right now, as of this recording, he's still the coach.
We need to keep that becomes part of the daily lexicon as of this recording. But some of it, you may not have a choice. Eric Musselman may have expressed to him, "Hey, if I find a job that I want, I'm out of here. I'll work for you if nothing else." It's possible.
Why would you tell your boss?
Why would you go on a podcast and say, "Well, he's the coach today"?
I'll work for you because no one else wants me. I mean,
but I'm saying it's possible they could have intimated that. Look, we are talking to other people, and if one of these jobs pops, now the working theory is he interviews with USC. SC hires Dutcher over at San Diego State. Musselman goes to San Diego State, which would make perfect sense. That's just coming full circle. USC is a terrible basketball job.
Okay.
A terrible
yes,
basketball
it is. Yes,
job.
it is. And it's worse than this one. But here's the thing that I don't we are on the doorstep of history here. Because to my knowledge, well, not since Holtz has anyone left here and gone up in the world. Okay?
He's not going up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's not going up. This does not happen. It hasn't happened in 40 years. Where someone has left here and gone up, and he's not leaving and going up is my point. So you can't allow, you can't allow this to happen. This guy's he's given your fan base and your school. I mean, all these cars I was trying to drive through to get here for 20 minutes. That's all Eric Patrick Musselman, because this program has been shining on the March Madness stage, and enrollment has gone through the roof. He's underpaid, if anything else.
Let me ask you this. Eric Musselman is not irreplaceable. He's a basketball coach. However, do you have any confidence that the people that run that department are going to go and get you a basketball coach that you deserve?
I have no confidence in the leadership of that department.
That's why you pay him. Whatever it takes.
No, he hired Sam Pittman. Of course I have no confidence in him.
Did that under duress, though. They had no budget. They were paying 3 coaches. Now, the extension...
the extension was not under duress.
That was not under duress.
Right. I'm rarely... I've been doing this a long time. You've been doing this a long time. I'm rarely sitting here and I'm stunned at what... And yesterday I watched this thing and I'm like, I'm stunned. At first, honest to God, at first I thought, well, this is April 1st.
Yeah.
And something is up.
Yeah.
Something is up. My antenna was up because he did mention his sense of humor. And by the way, if you think that video is funny, you don't know a doggone thing about comedy.
No.
Nothing about comedy. That was not funny.
It was his way of getting back at the message board geeks and, the radio geeks. But
why punch down?
Great point.
Why?
All he had to do was come out and go, the man's still employed. That's all you have to say. It's over. It's the Kate Middleton thing. Just come to the window, wave.
Right.
That's all you got to do. You don't have to overcomplicate. Whoever is advising them
sucks.
Is incompetent at best.
Yeah.
Criminal at worst.
Yeah.
Because they are letting these guys just run out
Let
there
me tell you something.
all willy-nilly.
Biden's got better advisors than the people advising Hunter Yurachek.
All you got to do is say the man's under contract.
God, mighty.
That's all you got to say. Don't overcomplicate. Don't overthink this.
Okay. All right. This is Ruscin and Zach. We are in the middle of a PR crisis, catastrophe, disaster, whatever you want to call it. Whatever word you want to use. They all work. We will have more on this coming up in a moment. 866-285-4005. Join us on the McClarty Daniel hotline. And don't miss the Ruscin and Zach podcast brought to you by United Roofing and Waterproofing. Joey Viviano and his team service commercial, residential, and industrial roofs. Consultations are always free. Schedule them online at UnitedRW.com or call Joey at 479-312-7369. 312-7369. United Roofing and Waterproofing. We'll be back.
WT Equipment is your home for New Holland ag and construction equipment, sales, parts, and service. For high horsepower row crop tractors and combines, utility tractors and hay equipment, compact track loaders, and mini excavators, WT Equipment has it all. Stop by one of their 8 locations to explore the value of New Holland tractors and see why New Holland hay equipment and twin rotor combines are second to none in harvesting ability. Need to upgrade your construction equipment fleet? Give WT Equipment a call. Come by a store or check out their website, WTEquip.com. You won't miss a moment of the March basketball action at On the Mark Sports Bar and Grill in Fayetteville, now under new ownership. Cold drinks and hot food specialties are sure to score points with your entire crew. Come watch all the madness at On the Mark. 6,000 square feet of sports entertainment, over 40 flat screen TVs, and the best smoked wings. All at On the Mark Sports Bar and Grill, 2588 North Craig Avenue in Fayetteville. Now under new ownership. On the Mark. All the games, all the time. Are you ready to upgrade your ride? Head on over to McClarty Daniel Country. McClarty Daniel has over 1,000 used cars to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. With 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale, you're never too far away from a great deal. But that's not all. If you're looking for something brand new, they've got you covered there too, with a great selection of new cars available for you to upgrade to. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to McClarty Daniel and drive away in the car of your dreams. Online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Hey Razorback fans, Alumni Hall is your ultimate Razorback shopping experience. The best and largest selection of licensed apparel for the whole family. Nike, Champion, Columbia, Onward Reserve, Peter Millar, plus Yeti accessories and gifts. Arkansas students, faculty, and military receive 10% off in-store with ID, and you can earn cash back with our Hall Pass rewards. You can get $10 off for every 150 points you earn. Alumni Hall, located next to Whole Foods, or shop alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, where Razorback fans shop.
The winning celebration continues at Indigo Sky Casino. Every Friday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., play for your chance to win a complete mower package, including mower, trailer, leaf blower, trimmer, chainsaw, and weed eater. Come stay, play, and party to win your share of over $1 million in total cash and Go Rewards prizes. Delicious chef-created entrees, live entertainment on the weekends, excellent selection of adult beverages in Creekside Bar and Grill. IndigoSkyCasino.com for details. Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri.
The future of medicine is here at QC Kinetics. Hi, Tommy Kraft here for QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in the most exciting revolution in pain management we've seen in decades. Regenerative medicine. If you're tired of achy joints, if your joint pain is keeping you from doing what you love, you need to call QC Kinetics right now. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with innovative treatments that deliver lasting results. We're talking natural biologics, using your body's power to repair and restore damaged tissue. Call QC Kinetics now to learn more about exciting options. This is a revolutionary approach that can get you long-term relief with no downtime, no drugs, and no surgery. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234. 999-1234 for QC Kinetics.
Hey, Northwest Arkansas, ever feel like you're carrying around a backpack full of bricks? That sluggishness, that weight, it's holding you back from being your best self? At Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness, we've got the game changer you've been waiting for. Semaglutide Compound. Imagine shedding those pounds, feeling lighter, and regaining that confidence you've been missing. But let's get real for a second. What happens if you don't take action? That backpack, it gets heavier. Your health, your energy, your zest for life, all weighed down. Why choose Voxy? Simple. We're not just about weight loss. We're about transformation. Our tailored programs, expert guidance, and weight loss medications combine to offer you a personalized path to success. And fellas, listening on ESPN, this isn't about vanity. It's about vitality. It's about reclaiming your game on and off the field. Are you ready to drop that backpack and step into a lighter, brighter tomorrow? Choose Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness. Choose transformation. Choose you. Go to VoxyNWA.com for more details or text us at 479-274-8454. That's VoxyNWA.com.
We have cool but breezy conditions out there today in Northwest Arkansas. Hey there, I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. A cold front is passing through our area. It'll drop our temperatures continuously as we progress throughout the afternoon. Around 3 o'clock, expect those temperatures to be into the upper 40s, low 50s, and those northwesterly winds will be breezy at times with gusts up to around 25 miles an hour. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Overnight lows tonight get chilly, dropping into the 30s.
ESPN 99.5. Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach.
All right, some bookkeeping here.
Yeah, we've got a winner on the DQ, on the When Would Ruscin Arrive? Texter out of the 479. I just looked all the way back. He's been texting us since September of 2019.
A loyal friend and true here.
Texter out of the 479 said between 2:18 and 2:20. That would be 2:19, which is the time that you arrived.
All right.
So congratulations. Fought the traffic, boy. What a.
You were spot on. I did listen to the first segment. I wanted to know what kind of hornet's nest I was walking into here. And you are spot on. I have not had my feeding yet.
Yeah, your afternoon feeding.
So I may have to order some food here at some point. I may waste away into nothing here.
You're really supposed to bring food with you? They didn't have victuals for you while you were there?
No. I didn't get a bottle of water. What are you talking about?
You didn't get a bottle of water?
Nothing. I used a water fountain.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
like God. A common criminal.
What kind of third world country were you in?
First floor at Kimpel Hall
on the U of A campus. That explains it.
Well, it's nice now. They redid it.
Oh, really?
It's not a dump anymore.
Okay.
No. It's very nice. Yeah. And I saw the second floor.
Oh.
Which is where all the stuff happens. TV and the newspaper and the radio studio named after our former all the doors were locked though. Oh. See, that's the kind of tour I get at the university. It's like, well, behind this door is something really cool. But I mean, we can't get in right now. I'm sorry.
Right. I understand.
But anyway, so the old TV studio. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Here we go. Bruce in Nashville. You think Arkansas hires Will Wade? Look, they hired Petrino. They'll do anything.
Oh, all bets are off now, especially if Frank Fletcher's running the athletic department, and Connor Yurachek isn't, which he clearly isn't. I mean, come on, man. It's I keep listen. I don't want to do these things where it's just the same thing over and over again, because I know it can get boring, and it's like, okay, it's enough. We get what you're trying to say, and I try to be fair. Like if he had gone on this whatever this is, the 1-star podcast, and had done well, I think we would have said he did well. He calmed some uneasiness. But this was an unmitigated disaster.
Without question.
This is one of the worst interviews. Like Jimmy the Greek gave a more calm interview than Yurachek.
I understand trying to be glib and loosey-goosey and, having fun on a Southern California podcast, but don't go in there and go, yeah, he's employed today. I mean, you'll have to ask him. That makes it sound like you have no idea what's happening in the walls of your building.
Well, why are we paying you $2 million if you don't know what the F's going on? Seriously,
it's a fair question.
I mean, if you're the chancellor over there, or I think Bobbitt's still the president of the school, although Ace is trying to become the president of the U of A system, from what I've read. Like Yurachek's bosses are like, "What the hell are you doing? Like, what are you? Do you have any idea what's happening on your campus? Do you know that they're the Razorbacks?"
One thing became very obvious, and we've known this for a while because we've taken the brunt of this a couple of times. They pay attention with rabbit ears to things that are said on social media.
Yeah, they do.
On television, on radio. They pay attention to it, and it bothers them.
Yeah. Well, if they didn't run it so stupidly, we wouldn't criticize all the time.
Well, Hutch,
that's what they don't understand.
Like, I'm scrolling through X this morning trying to find something, and I see that Hutch catches a stray from John Engskov, and I'm like, what the bleep is this guy up to? I mean, now, for those of you who don't know who John Engskov was, he was a walk-on.
He was the last guy in the game on the 94 championship.
Hey, man, we love Engskov and Reggie Merritt. Those were our guys.
Oh, I remember being a part of the John Must score chant when he get in the game when they were beating Delaware State by 48.
He's firing off at Hutch. Meanwhile, just FYI, John Engskov's kid goes to Oklahoma. I'm just saying. But Hutch is catching. They pay attention to everything that goes on. They probably have somebody that is their entire job. Is to sit and listen.
And they're watching us
Yeah.
right
Hello.
now.
This is hey, listen. This is what you say when they say, "Is he your head coach?" Hey, he's got 4 years left on his contract. We look at it all the time. Eric and I talk about it. If something needs to be done, we'll do it. Boom! End of story. You don't go, well, he may leave tomorrow.
And whatever you do, and listen to me closely, whatever you do, you don't go on and you tell people out loud, you have 500 members of your collective. Never do this.
Good God.
You want to just show us how much money you don't have in your banking account at the same time. I mean, what are you doing?
Did you ever take a PR class?
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
I
learned from the School of Hard Knocks.
I had a great PR teacher. And one of the first lessons you learn is if you have numbers, make sure they're good. The good numbers, report all those you want.
Yes.
All the good numbers, fine.
Yes.
If you have bad numbers, don't say it.
Yes.
And you can, I'm listening to that. I'm going, don't say it. Don't say it. All right, don't say it.
Do you think that we went out when this show was starting out and we were getting beat by NPR every day? Do you think we went out and told people about that when we were 12th?
No, God, no.
No.
Are you crazy?
No, you never do that.
Do you remember that scene in the Beverly Hillbillies when they're driving in the car? Right? You know that scene where they've got,
they're driving in the car a lot.
But,
I'm
in the beginning, and they show the head-on shot, and the whole family's there.
Yeah.
That's what Arkansas's athletic department looks like to everybody else. I mean, it's what are you doing? I
don't understand.
I don't understand it.
I don't understand. Please explain it to us. The phones are open. DQ will put you through.
Absolutely.
Explain it to us.
Somebody
what
with a
in
title.
God's name is going on here?
We have some questions. I'm just waiting for the 30 for 30 on all of this.
Well, see, that's the thing. I will push back on that. I don't think this is interesting to the rest of the country. I think it's very interesting to us. I don't think anybody else cares.
Dysfunction at the highest level.
But there's no crimes being committed that we know
don't
of,
know
though.
that.
Well, I mean,
we don't know that.
Yeah.
We don't know.
What we have is a neutered athletic director. That's not much of a film, honestly. I mean, it's really
but how did he get there? Because you track it back to November and you go, aha, now we have a story.
I will quote my parents. I've never seen such. I've never seen someone in charge act listen, we all know something, right? We all know. I don't have any idea what I'm doing, right?
Right.
Do you think I walk into this room of 21 college students an hour ago like I don't know what I'm doing? No. I walk in there, I'm like, I got it all figured out. What do you want to know? I know everything.
Kyle says that was that interview with the AD like when you ask your dad something and he goes, I don't know, go ask your mother. That's exactly what it was.
Seems that way.
Go ask your mother.
The parents are apparently splitting up. And here's another thing too. Nobody looks good here.
No.
Muss doesn't look good. Yurachek doesn't look. Who looks good here? Nobody looks good here.
No.
This whole thing, it's another reason it's a unmitigated disaster. And I don't think that's an exaggeration. Sometimes we deal in hyperbole here. We're trying to hold your attention. I've never seen anything
Sometimes
like this
jokes
before.
just write themselves.
Yes. And with this program, luckily, they do quite often.
This is such an easy fix. You need someone who is competent to basically go in before and all of this stuff. Look, they didn't get that interview by calling Yurachek's cell phone.
No.
They went through the department.
No.
There's somebody in that department that goes, okay, when you go on, here's the message. And you craft that message and you never move off of it.
No. Now, here's what we don't know, okay? Here's what we don't know. If I have a employee like Muselman who has had success and is interested in continuing the relationship, I think the first thing you do when you sit down is like, well, what do you want? Now, if he said $10 million a year, then you can't bridge that gap. That's not reasonable. Okay. So we don't know if Muselman was being completely unreasonable or what happened here,
or how long the strain has been on this relationship.
Right.
He's as Yurachek said, between the 12th and 15th highest paid coach in the country. He's not making chump change.
Right.
So it's not a money thing.
But what does he want?
USC.
Like, that's what I would know. Like, Eric, what do you want? Do you want to go back to the West Coast? I can't help you with that. We're not moving Arkansas.
Let me advise Hunter Yurachek for a second. USC's not going to pay him $4.2 million. They're not. They're simply not going to do it. Eric, you want to go off and
what was infield making? Let me look at it.
You want to go off and interview for the USC job? Go ahead. You're still under contract here. Now you have an employee that doesn't. What infield make?
Infield was making $4 million a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He got an extension in 2021 to put him
at 4, and then he left for SMU for what?
Well, I don't know what he's making at SMU. I don't know if those numbers.
You think they go to 5, 5.5? Is he worth that much?
It's an ACC job. I don't know if they're willing to put that much in.
ACC. It's a Big Ten job.
The SMU?
No. I'm talking about
SMU's in the AC.
Yeah, I'm talking about SC.
Yes. Yeah, SC is a Big Ten job. Yes, that's right. Boy, it's hard to. It's like spinning a wheel around here or something. No, I don't know how much infield's making at SMU. But I mean, like, maybe there is a bridge they cannot get across here. Like, if Muscle wants to live in California, well, it's kind of hard to do this job in California.
That's true.
So that may be, you can't do anything with that. But what I'd like to know, what we may never know, is were Musselman's demands reasonable, and the U of A just put their foot down,
there were no demands,
or what? Yeah, what if what if it was
what
time?
if he just wants to go home? That would be simple enough to explain. But the way that he talked about their relationship, I don't know. Go ask Muss.
It sounds like there is no relationship.
There is no relationship, or a very strained one, or these two guys haven't had very substantive talks.
I thought that I've never known an athletic department like this. Everything I've ever heard is after a season ends, the coach and the AD sit down and they talk it out. They talk about stuff. They talk about the future. They talk about
Enron ran like this.
Right. It's a postmortem on all that. Has that not happened here?
I don't know.
Because if not, isn't that something that should happen here at some point?
DQ, are we overreacting? You're rational.
I don't think y'all are.
Okay.
No.
I think there are a lot of people right now who are, though.
Oh, they want to hang Hunter Yurachek on the internet right now.
I feel bad for him.
Like he's Mike Pence or something. They want him strung up. I mean, it's unbelievable.
You know what? If you don't go on the podcast, you don't say anything.
Right.
We're all good.
No.
Everything's fine.
If Hunter would like to call, off the air, I can help him with dealing with death threats if he needs a little advice. I mean, I can offer up any assistance he may need in handling these things. I would have somewhere to hide out for the next few days. That's my first piece of advice. Okay, Ruscin and Zach here on ESPN Arkansas and on hitthatline.com. That's what I did. I went and hid for 3 days after that whole situation. We'll be back soon with more stuff. So there we are.
This is Una Lee from the 4029 Newsroom with the top headlines. Members of the Arkansas National Guard were deployed to the Texas-Mexico border. 40 troops left from Fort Chaffee Monday morning. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders says they will patrol the border and track illegal crossings. National Guard officials say the mission will cost more than $1 million to pay, feed, lodge, and transport the troops. The criteria for who can apply for the Educational Freedom Accounts Voucher Program has been expanded. The program helps to provide students with money to put towards applying for a private school or homeschool. It now includes military families and children of first responders and law enforcement. Federal financial aid forms face more delays to students' aid awards. The Department of Education says some colleges received the wrong information about some families' finances. It could impact millions of students. I'm Una Lee.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is the reigning champion of my own conference, Robert.
You do realize that's not a thing.
Well, I did receive a plaque commemorating that accomplishment.
Yeah, and I was elected the president of Mars. Anyway, Hog fans, it's that time again.
It's baseball season. And Hog fans, the Stadium Shop has everything you need for Razorback baseball.
From t-shirts, sweatshirts, man cave stuff, and even a Razorback original, the Bases Loaded beer hats.
Plus, ladies, as well as a restocked women's section, we have the Bases Loaded beer stein boppers. towers.
Yeah, it's kind of like those old-time space alien antennas, you know.
Yeah, well, not really.
So when you're in Fayetteville, stop by the store at 989 South Razorback Road, next door to Baum Walker Stadium, or you can shop us on them WW Interweb Facegram. You get it, Matt.
Dad, do you mean the website?
Yeah.
Which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
As always,
Go Hogs.
Precision Overhead Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all of your overhead door needs. Fully licensed and insured, with locations in Rogers and Fort Smith, serving all of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Give them a call today at 844-PDS-STORE or online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. And congratulations to the team at Precision Overhead Door, back-to-back winners of the Best of Award, Gold Best Garage Company in Northwest Arkansas, and also winners of the River Valley Precision Overhead Door.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Call JT Finley at 479-521-4220 or come by and see him for a quote at 2142 North College Avenue in Fayetteville.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, historic rivalries tip off with shareable bites, and every shot you take is a game winner. All season long, you're balling with 29-degree beer, courtside seats, and scenic views. I mean, where else can you pair wall-to-wall hoops with hard-to-find whiskey? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. You need the Lindbergh team, home of Arkansas's only instant offer program. Get a cash offer on your home in only 72 hours. Lindbergh Real Estate Group is the #1 team in Arkansas with over $1 billion sold and voted best of the best 10 years in a row, serving all of Northwest Arkansas, Missouri, and now the River Valley. Find out more at lindberghteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Hi, this is Garen Armstrong with Shamrock Roofing and Construction. That small roofing company my father started 45 years ago has now become one of the largest roofing companies in America by following one rule, the golden rule. No one can install a better roof at a better price, a better warranty than Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Let our local family serve your family. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Call today or visit us online at shamrockroofer.com.
Are you ready for some football? Well, the 2024 Brandon Burlsworth football camps will be here soon. Learn the game of football from Razorback greats at these half-day camps that are open to students aged 7 to 15 years old. Camp dates are May 31st at FS Garrison Stadium in Harrison and June 1st at War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock. Early registration is just $45. And remember, enrollment is limited. So register today at BrandonBurlsworth.org.
AAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Broadcasting live from the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. ESPN Arkansas presents Derek Ruscin.
Have we got a stadium? Yes. Have we got a college? Yes. Well, we can't support both. Tomorrow we start tearing down the college.
And Zach Arns.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
With DQ.
Just gonna go have fun. No one out there that I know of in the audience actively hates me.
Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline 866-285-4005. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, a good deal is never far away. Ruscin and Zach.
But if they hate him, why do they listen?
Most common answer. I want to see what he'll say next.
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we are back here in the Crisis Intervention Center here at Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas. and on hitthatline.com. I guess at any moment this thing could blow its top on
Well,
this
he's
story.
interviewing tomorrow, so now we're.
Would you interview someone that you're not considering giving the job to?
No,
I feel like it's a
absolutely not.
formality.
Well, he may be one of several people that I don't think the USC job is not a better basketball. Who's the best player in the history of the program? Harold Miner?
Cheryl Miller?
Cheryl Miller's probably, Cheryl Miller's the best player in the history of USC basketball. And Reggie went to UCLA.
I'm stunned. God, we were getting some incredible texts. I wish we had the AI working so we could read some of them because I'm not reading some of these texts. But, man, they are fantastic. McLarty Daniel Hotline, 866-285-4005. We've managed to have a listener in Harrison use the word highfalutin in a text.
And
I've never seen that word typed out before in my life.
Correctly.
I believe so.
Yes.
He said that's what the phone told him.
Right.
So I guess he's right about that.
Hey, kudos to the Harrison
Highfalutin.
Kudos to the Harrison school system.
Bad.
Spelling is DQ. Do you think anyone in your graduating class could spell highfalutin?
No.
Okay.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know.
Here's a great question. Text the 479. With all the corporations in Northwest Arkansas, why can't they hire a competent PR person? Is it the good old boy network at work?
Yes.
Yeah, well, they would have to. Good PR people make good money.
You've had the same person really running the department for 30 years, and they're not that great. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just the way it is.
Well,
that's the way it is.
Really good PR people and PR firms cost a boatload of money.
Yeah.
And you only hire them when you're in intercollegiate athletics when you're having a crisis.
Right. Yeah, you don't need expensive, no disrespect intended, but you don't need a giant PR firm to write the press release on how the softball team did or whatever.
You don't. No, you can get an intern to do that. But when you have a guy, your athletics director, going on a national podcast for something that will be posted on the internet, you have to have some guardrails. Here are the talking points, man. Stick to it.
Here's how foolish this department is. These are the people that said their suggestion to this radio station to smooth over my situation was, well, don't fire him, but just take him off the air. Have him do something else around the building. Like I was going to clean toilets or something every day or whatever it was. That was their suggestion. And of course, that's not what happened here. Now, let me get to a comment here that I like on YouTube. We're on YouTube. We're doing all the video stuff right now. Somebody said, and I know a lot of people probably feel this way, so I want to address this. Man, it seems like we're cursed. No. You're not cursed. It's just bad management. That's all it is. Okay? Like if you have any kind of business that's poorly managed, you know what that looks like, right? Well, here you go. Like this is a poorly managed athletic department. It's not cursed. It's bad management.
What's the saying? The internet never forgets.
No.
You never want to put something. We've learned this. Never put something in the podcast that's questionable because you never give them a second run at you. This is just basic PR 101. It's not that hard to do a little prep when you're getting ready to go on one of these interviews. Hey, man, what are we talking about? Then you sit down with a person that's smart and you say, this is what, stick to this. Don't ad lib, don't help, don't smooth. Just read this. It's not that complicated. I mean, Pittman's the worst at it because God bless him, he'll tell you the truth. But sometimes the truth isn't what you want out there.
I love him.
This came across, like Kyle said, as, I don't know what's going on. Go ask your mother. That's how this came across. And you can't have the guy that's in charge doing that.
Can you believe this is an athletic department in the most powerful conference in all of college athletics, the Southeastern Conference? And it's a three-ring circus over.
Okay. Remember, now, for most of you have probably not seen the movie All the President's Men.
Right.
It's a great movie, Dustin Hoffman, Robert Redford. But they're talking to Deep Throat in the parking garage. And they're starting to close in on it. And Deep Throat says to Woodward, they work in the White House. They're not very smart. Okay, it's the same concept. We get this perception
plumbers
that these are the smartest guys in the world.
Yeah.
Clearly, they're not.
Just because they have a hog on their polo shirt doesn't mean anything.
It's just all they're doing now is putting out fires
and starting them,
and
then accelerating
and
them.
A lot of this could be taken care of on the front end with a little prep.
Yeah.
I just get the feeling like Pittman walks into these press conferences unprepared. Hand him a sheet and say, stick to this. You'll be okay.
Well, in that instance, and the same person that does PR for Pittman does not handle the athletic director, as far as I know. At least that's the way it worked at one time.
Right. But I'm saying if you prep these guys a little bit.
How do you know Pittman wants to prep?
How often?
How do you know?
How often do you see Muselman go off script in a press conference? Never. It's basketball, basketball, basketball.
Right.
He never goes off script. He's polished. He understands. He's not. Van Horn's the same way. Van Horn never goes off script. But then you get somebody in there like John L. Smile. I mean, settle him down. God, dude, this is what we're talking about today. And I understand these guys have massive egos and nobody's going to tell them what to do. Well, you go, what? You look at Pittman and go, this is what happens when you don't listen. We get, well, I don't know. It doesn't work.
So what's interesting, so they can have, there's kind of two worlds here. There's our world and then there's the internet world. And, sometimes there's a panic here. And in the internet world, it's a much different reaction. Sometimes there's a panic in the internet world, and here it's like, that's not that big of a deal. This has ignited both sides. Like the real world is freaking out, and God help us, the internet is freaking out about this. So, I mean, I guess if your job is to keep people engaged with your program, you can unroll the George Bush mission accomplished banner on that. But I can't imagine anybody in leadership doing something like this. I mean, it's inconceivable to me.
Think about the recruits. Does this hurt recruiting?
This is far more than DQ wearing an Ole Miss sweatshirt. This is way worse for recruiting.
Just wondering.
You're going to let the most successful coach here in 25 years walk out the door, and meanwhile, you're going to have this, I don't know, offensive line injury. He's going to keep his job? What the bleep are you doing? I mean, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I don't know if they're capable of making a case to make us understand it. I don't know if they're capable of doing that because they certainly haven't made the case for NIL in 3 months. I mean,
here's a great question from Bailey in Denver on the McClarty Daniel hotline. DQ, how insufferable will Muselman be on a plane ride from Piscataway to Los Angeles if they lose?
If they lose at the rack. Oh, man. That's going to be a long one. Oh, man. 8 o'clock, 9 Eastern on a Wednesday night at the rack, and you got to go all the way back to L.A.? Oh, buddy. Woo! That's not going to be good.
That's going to be miserable.
Oh, man. Again, if you if there's anybody listening to this, because, some of you, this is the only show that comes in right now.
Jerry.
So
apparently in Elma, that's all you can get.
If you are if you don't agree with us, please explain it to. I'm desperate to understand what the other side of this is, because I don't see anything but an unmitigated disaster here, and I'm trying to see the other side. When I'm talking about, well, maybe Muss made demands that were unreasonable.
Here's another thing. You're going into if he were to take the USC job, you're walking into a program where you are number 2, and you will never be number 1. I don't care how you could win 27 national titles. USC football is still king and always will be. You're an afterthought as far as that goes. They can commit all the funds, try and compete in the Big Ten, do whatever they want to do. You are number 2, and you will always be number 2. At this school, you win a bunch.
And by the way, as long as a Juju is there with the USC women, you may be number 3.
Yeah, could be,
because that is a big time program too.
Now, let's say he gets 5. 5 in California doesn't go as far as 4.5.
Well, there's
goes
also
here.
that deal, but I don't.
So if you're just looking to get out, I understand that. Because he's hopped every 5 years or so.
He's not a he's a journeyman. He's a journeyman, and so there's part of that doesn't. His behavior, Muselman's behavior, does not surprise me because he's not been long for anywhere, and I don't think it necessarily is anything. People are texting, well, maybe this happened. I don't know if it's anything that, quote, happened while he's at Arkansas. I just think that the guy has a brain that operates so quickly that, he can't stay anywhere too long. He burns out. He can't, he gets bored. It's on to the next thing.
And I look, from a business standpoint, you're coming off a 16 and 17 season. You're not in a position to negotiate for a new contract. You had a losing season. You didn't make the tournament. You're not in a position to go, I want 5.5. You're not in that position. And maybe
yes. But we don't know what all went into
No,
16 and 17 behind the scenes.
We don't.
We
We
don't
don't.
know all of that. But yeah, on the surface with the record, you're right. But he is the only coach to really have any NCAA success here in 25 years.
True.
So he
Very
does have
true.
that still in his repertoire.
Have they not slid backwards every year in the league?
Well, in the regular season, they've never been good.
The,
But
the
I mean,
trend has been.
they were top 4 once or twice, I
they were
think. But
14th in the country this year.
yeah, but in the conference, they were.
I know what you're saying.
But Muselman is what has transpired here with him doesn't really surprise me. What surprises me is how just stupid you can be to go on whatever this show is, wherever it is. Again, they're so bad at PR, Zach. I think they thought no one here would find out about this. I really believe that because they have no idea what the hell they are doing over there. It is evident anytime something pops up. Anytime.
I don't know. I don't
But
know.
when they win, boy, they know what they're doing then, don't they? They know how to put the videos out and get you hyped up and, play neck when you sweep LSU. They got all that figured out. But, man, if it goes the other way, they don't have a clue what they're doing. It's just it's amazing to me.
Yeah, I know. And Wes is talking about the San Diego State thing. If Dutcher goes to SC, why would Dutcher leave San Diego State?
You could retire
to go to
there.
SC?
Why would you?
Yeah,
leave?
I mean that would be my question. San Diego's a great place to live. He's got a basketball team that makes a tournament every year.
And you can make a run.
And he's got a good thing going. USC is a dead end job. They've never won anything.
No,
nothing. They've never won anything.
They have no history.
They
have nothing.
In basketball terms, their little brother in Los Angeles.
They have Bronny James, and he sucks. I mean, that's all they have. That's it.
It's the Lakers, it's UCLA, the Clippers, and then somewhere down the line, it's USC.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the pecking order in Los Angeles, and you're not going to change that. The stars aren't coming out to USC games. Because Bronny is apparently going to the NBA. Now what? Now you're going to go back and re-recruit all
You mean
this
the
stuff.
NBA in the United States?
Yeah.
To do what?
Well, I mean, to quote my favorite coach, he'd be a towel popper.
What?
He'd be a towel.
All right. The McLarty-Dino hotline is open, 866-285-4005. I mean, there's something we're missing here. Call in and set us straight on it because I really don't understand this approach from the Arkansas perspective of being in charge and why you would handle it this way. I have no idea. But again, I also think it was April 1st, and maybe we're all getting bleeped with here. It's a joke that's like so far ahead of us. It's like a Mitch Hedberg joke.
Okay.
It's so far over our heads we don't even know.
Let me read this to you. This is Mike Irwin. Just tweeted this out. He said schools are not knocking on his door. It's taken Muss all this time to get an interview. I think he will take the USC job. It's clear to me that Yurachek knew this was going to happen. They said that's why he said what he said yesterday. Fans need to understand Muss wants out. That's Mike Irwin.
No. Well, but why? Is it just because it's time? Does he hate us? Like, what? Why does he want us? That's what I'd like to know.
That's a great question.
Does he? I mean, did something happen, or is it just I've done my 4 years? It's time to go somewhere else. Because I mean, he is a journeyman, and I think that may be what it is. He's just one of these people. You can go to some of these supplier people up here with the Walmart. They'll work 25, 30 years. Some of them will have 25 or 30
days
entries on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
because they've worked here for 18 months and they worked here for 2 years. This people do that. And maybe that's the way he's wired. I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's I don't think he'll come back and raise money for the foundation when his coaching days are over.
No,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think he'll be on the short list of people to call.
Yeah. By the way, what you're suggesting, Tyler and Greenwood's all over this on the McLarty-Dino hotline. What you're suggesting is that Mike Irwin has a better read on the situation than the athletic director at the University of Arkansas. Why don't we make Irwin the AD?
Mike doesn't want that aggravation, but
he might like the paycheck though.
Oh yeah. Yes, Tyler, you're absolutely correct.
All right, let's pause here and Thursday's chat with Chuck's going to be fun. Isn't it?
Oh yeah, it should be a good time. Oh, yeah. Can't wait for
Your
that.
boss is a moron. Discuss. All right. This is ESPN Arkansas. It's at line.com. Ruscin and Zach. Hey, it's a noteworthy day at Twin Peaks today. Yes, drown your sorrows of having a poorly run athletic department at Twin Peaks, where it is Customer Appreciation Day. All day today. Hand smashed and seasoned to order cheeseburger and fries for just $6 with the purchase of a beverage. It's the best burger, and it really is a terrific burger at Twin Peaks. I wouldn't lie to you about that. Best burger in the game, and stick around for the scenic views and maybe have dessert as well. Today, Customer Appreciation Day. You purchase a beverage, you get a cheeseburger and fries for $6 all day today at your local lodge in Rogers. Twin Peaks in Rogers. And, of course, all the time, they've got the 29-degree draft beer, the made-from-scratch kitchen with some of your favorites like the burgers or the chicken is outstanding, the nachos, and, of course, the scenic views. Twin Peaks in Rogers.
Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel hotline. 866-285-4005. McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hog truck. Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
On the court, like in life, things aren't always going to go as planned. Just take a look at your bracket. You'll see what I mean. So, when the inevitable water, fire, or other property damage happens at home or at work, ServPro, the #1 seed in cleaning and restoration, can help you get back in the game. As for that bracket, you're on your own. ServPro, like it never even happened. Visit ServPro.com or call 1-800-ServPro today.
Richard's Country Meat Market has everything you need for an old-fashioned crawfish boil. Live crawfish, shrimp, sausage, corn, and potatoes. Give Richard a call by Wednesday to place your crawfish order and pick it up on Friday. While you're there, choose from mild to spicy seasonings for a delicious Cajun crawfish boil. Plus, Richard has the best selection of fresh fish like salmon and cod. With over 25 years of business, you know Richard's Country Meat Market is the only place to get top choice and prime meat, Petit Jean hams, fresh fish, crawfish, and in-house seasoning. Richards makes it easy with in-store and curbside pickup. To place your order, call ahead at 479-443-0000. Richards Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive. For curbside pickup and to place your crawfish order, call Richards Country Meat Market, 443-0000. 443-0000. Richards Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 479-443-0000.
Do you own a business or are you starting a new business? Sign Studio is the answer to all of your brick and mortar advertising needs. Sign Studio can wrap your new company vehicle or an entire fleet of vehicles, manufacture and install stunning road and building signs, or simply print a banner and set of business cards to get you started. No matter where you are in business, Sign Studio is with you. With friendly service and smiling faces, Sign Studio is your source for complete visual marketing. Visit yoursignstudio.com or call 250-4844.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
This is Joey Phillips, Gill Mortgage. When you're looking for a home loan, you're looking for a company that is local, experienced, honest, hardworking, and has the loan programs that fit your needs, from USDA, VA, FHA to conventional. That's what you'll find here at Gill Mortgage. Stop by and see us at 816 North Main Street, Harrison, Arkansas, or online at gillmortgage.com, or call us at 870-416-3755. Gill Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, Company MLS 3274, Individual MLS 410478. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions may apply. Subject to change without notice.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at mcclartydaniel.com.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Did you know one of the best investments you can make? It's in yourself. At My Computer Career, in just a few months, you could start your new career in the high-demand, recession-resistant field of information technology. Isn't it time you invest in you and start a career in networking, cybersecurity, AI, or upskill to boost your current IT career? So, get the ROI you deserve at My Computer Career. No experience necessary. Start now at mycomputercareer.edu.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
ESPN 99.5. Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline, 866-285-4005. We don't read the headlines, we make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
News is brought to you by the Good Chair. And have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Walk in, tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you would like a seat in the Good Chair. As we've reported several times, On3 is now reporting that Eric P. Muselman will be interviewing for the USC basketball job. Whatever. Enjoy it. God, SC sucks. We've got baseball tonight.
Arkansas, will you make the Final Four in them wacky uniforms with the pigs with horns? And did I hear you say you were playing a game today with the home crowd yelling, woo, pig suey? Hey, those pigs may be hogs, but they're kosher to me. Capiche?
Will fit in very well with the University of Spoiled Children. Arkansas State's in town to take on the top-ranked Razorbacks tonight. The Red Wolves 16-14 on the year. Riveting series over the weekend with Georgia Southern, in which they lost 2 out of 3. First pitch scheduled for 6 p.m. tonight. Your Ruscin and Zach X-Polls brought to you by our good friends at Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale. 479-225-8809 for all of your heat and air needs. The other tournament going on, we're down to the Elite Eight, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Your choice is beer or thin crust pizza. I'm disappointed in you guys. 52.8% of you say thin crust pizza.
That's a tough one.
It's an upset. That is an upset in the making.
Probably,
that's an upset. That's
probably the
State.
hardest decision for some people to make right now.
Okay. The other tournament would like to present football or dogs. 52% of you. 53% of you now say football. Or
That's
dogs.
disappointing.
Wow, this is a close one. I knew this would be hotly contested. I knew it. And here we are.
Is there anyone more full of hope than a mom who hopes it's chocolate smeared on the hand soap in the bathroom? 62.9% of you said no. Is anything you do at work after lunch that is considered productive purely unintentional? 71.9% of you said yes. Those are your Ruscin and Zach X polls are brought to you by Unlimited Aaron Springdale. 479-225-8809.
All right. I want to know. I need some reaction. I need to hear from some people now on this. We've said our piece and counted to 3 on all this. Or I'm going to tell you why I was late today. We can talk about that also if you'd like here. Let's get some reaction here to all this stuff and what you think about what's going on here with all of this stuff. Sean and Alma has texted on the McCarty General Hotline. Get ready for the Bill Self is coming to Arkansas crap.
Oh, he's from Eureka Springs, Derek.
Hey, maybe he will.
I don't know. Went through Eureka Springs, so he's got Arkansas ties. I like our chances there, Chuck.
Man, this is something else.
You can go hire Will Wade. What he did's only a misdemeanor in Greenland, Chuck.
Hey, be careful. You're gonna get. He's gonna call you screaming about this impression if you're not careful about this.
Much got astray on that one. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
That one, yeah.
Oh, was that? Oops. Did I spill the tea on that? Oh, don't worry. We'll edit it out of the podcast. Over here.
Points out he wasn't that good anyway.
Oh, that perfect.
Right.
We were asking. Zach is very plugged into USC basketball. He thought they still played in the LA Memorial Sports Arena.
USC is irrelevant in everything but football.
Right. Yes.
It is a. I don't know if you've ever been to the campus. I have several times. That stupid Tommy Trojan.
I've never been. I've only been to LAX. I've never been to LA.
Disgusting, nasty campus.
Well,
that is populated by lowlife and geeks.
Well, they tore down the sports arena.
Did they?
And now it is BMO Stadium for Los Angeles FC.
Oh, okay.
And the NWSL's Angel City FC play there. So it's a soccer stadium. The Trojans play in, I think, the Galen Center. They built an arena a few years ago because it was such a toilet at the sports arena. They built it in 2006. So they've had it for 20 years.
Here's a great text from Jesse Mountain Home. Does Gus coach football?
Oh, here we go. No, but Bill Self does. We've been doing this for 22 years with him. Why not start again? Oh, wow.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's amazing to me. But go get Chris Beard. But that
I don't know. Arkansas is an attractive job, but they keep shooting themselves in the foot and making it look like it's hee-haw. I mean, really, that's what it looks like. It looks like hee-haw. There are athletic departments that are absolute dumpster fires that publicly you would have no idea.
Yeah.
Arkansas is like, you know what? Let us show you the dirt under our nails.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks tough.
Well, we can revisit this at some point here as people want to discuss this. But I was late today because I was on campus at the University of Arkansas speaking to a sports journalism class about what we do here and the industry at large.
What did you
and all
say
that
we
stuff.
do here? Just out of curiosity.
We kill time till the commercials play. That's what
okay.
we do
Did you
here.
say that?
No, but I should have. I always come up with the best stuff after the fact. That's the problem with these situations for me.
Do you know, like, if you had to write down your job description, what would you put? DQ? Think about
man
that.
who talks.
That's what you would do.
I don't know.
DQ, what do you do?
Host?
I use Canva a lot.
Oh, that's good.
User of Canva.
I'm a
Button
Microsoft
presser.
I'm a Microsoft Excel expert. That's what I would put on there. I use Excel.
DQ hates Excel.
I don't know.
It's confusing.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
There's a million symbols. I mean, a million different things.
Yeah, you get the hang of it. It's not that big of a deal. If you just use it a lot, you get the hang of it. It's not that much. No. What? What are you showing me? What?
Just makes you wonder what happened there.
Anyway, there were people there, and of course,
yeah.
we get with the first question we get. because we're talking and getting questions and Professor Foley's
now he's Professor Foley.
He's lobbing some stuff in there too.
Okay, yeah, I see how.
And so we get a question from a female, and she's like, "Why aren't there more women in this industry?"
Good question.
And so we're like, well, that's and then I said, well, we got DQ.
Yeah,
you and Ty were able to say, well, we have one.
We have the only female working in drive time radio.
That's right
there.
We do. Right, we do.
And did you point that out, or did you go?
I did. I did point that.
Okay,
out. Yes.
All right.
Right. Yes.
Did Ty point that out? Did he take credit for DQ?
No, he didn't take credit. Okay. He said that he now I pumped up DQ pretty good as being a big part of the show, and he did the same thing and talked about all the other stuff DQ does here behind the scenes with the various tasks involving getting the radio station on the air.
Mostly Canva related. Me and Ty.
Whoa. I didn't have one lunch, and you had two today.
Yeah, she was out twice.
What?
Neither were food related.
No.
Well, one I went to Sonic.
Yeah, see?
But I got a drink.
Food related.
Not food. Drink.
Oh, man. Well. Here's a text. How many women did Ty try and hit on? None. He was behaved. Did a good job.
Really?
He did. Yeah. That's right.
Did he speak English?
Yeah, he did pretty good. He was talking about selling stuff, and they teed me up to tell my tale of the Memorial Day weekend of 2022.
The unreported part of that is the phone call I got at 1:00 on Saturday.
Oh, I got the phone call too.
I was on a boat.
You were losing your spray tan.
I was on a boat, and then I got a text. What did your coworker do? And I said, what?
Yeah. It was funny to see like there was one student in particular when I told like a part of the story, like her eyes were like what? Like she was stunned at what had happened or something. And it just, I don't know. I remember that. Anyway, but yeah, it was nice and
but no snacks.
Parking is such a pain in the ass.
Where's park?
Oh my god, in the deck.
Did you get validated?
Yeah, I got it validated. Okay. Yeah, parked in the deck. I had to circle the deck. God, it's 7 times to get a space, maybe. And then so I'm like, all right, great. Well, I'm in here. Well, then you leave. You got to go walk all the way back down the hill to the deck, and then like it is bumper to bumper traffic at 145. You can't. People are going this way, that way. You can't go anywhere. People are walking across the street. Like I didn't hit anybody that I know of, so that's good. Yeah. But it was nuts. I thought a game had just ended with all the cars around campus.
Don't go on campus. Uber in.
Well, I haven't been on campus in 19 years, and maybe 19 more.
19 more before you go. Okay.
I'll teleport in the next time. I won't even drive a car the next time I go.
I don't recommend it. It's not the way to go.
Right. All right. DC wants to know if I got my $12. No, I got the validation code. I put the code in and my license plate, and I'm set. I'm still good. I got another 30 minutes on the meter.
Oh, DQ, go park his car over there. Right. We'll go get it.
That's right. I got till 4:04. Can I show this? No, it's got my license plate on it. I better not show that. That's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, don't.
We'll just go and throw that in the trash.
Just chuck that one away.
And then DC oddly wants to know what I wore. I went with khakis and a black station polo.
Oh, I got annihilated by her. So she comes in, she goes, was he here? And I went, yeah. And, again, no offense, wasn't really that interested. And she's like, well, what did he wear? I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, well, why didn't you ask? Why didn't you find out? I'm like, I don't care.
A white or a black shirt.
I don't know.
It's not that difficult.
I don't
care. And
care.
both colors are distinctive.
I told he went white, apparently, or I told him white. It went.
Were there too many stains on the white one?
Probably. I didn't even look at it.
Oh, okay.
I just knew the black station polo was clean, and I wore that one. And a pair of dark brown pants. So that was good. Now, Ty wore a black, like fleece, but he had a white station polo underneath. So he was, he was kind of good.
He was flying the company.
I didn't want to wear the same thing as Ty. I would have jumped off the building if I had done that. So luckily we didn't.
He wore a tie?
No.
Oh,
if I wore the same thing as Ty, I was going to jump off the 6th floor at Kimple. I was going to jump off the building, but that didn't That didn't happen. And no,
he didn't wear the cowboy hat.
And y'all know him too well.
Was Ty in peacock mode?
No, he was pretty good. He was pretty calm. He was pretty, I was, if anything, I thought I was kind of commandeering the thing and maybe taking over a little too much.
No way.
Yeah, I know. Because I was like, can I say something about this real quick? I was doing that, which is really annoying, but
it's terrible.
I had stuff to say. And then there was someone there that was talking about kind of their origin story.
Their origin story?
Yeah, and he's like, I listened to the radio. I thought the guy I was listening to sucked. And I said, I can do better than that. And I went and started, trying to get a job. And so I had to ask, I was like, the person you were listening to wasn't me, was it? He's like, oh, no, it was somebody else. I'm like, oh, thank God.
It was.
I had to know. In that moment, I thought, oh, he was listening to me on the morning show. Oh, this is terrible. I can do better than this. And probably anybody could. I wasn't very good back then. Some would argue I'm not very good now. Anyway, so it was nice. It was nice to see the young minds. I don't even know if when they graduate, if any of this world will exist. But talking into a microphone apparently is not going anywhere because you will be able to do that.
Now they'll probably switch majors once they realize that you're not going to get paid doing this. So
yeah,
good luck.
That's right. Yeah,
best of luck to you.
Ty did a very good thing.
What Ty did?
Yes,
our Ty.
Yes.
Okay.
He told them all, you better learn sales if you're ever going to make any money doing this.
That's
and
fair.
he said that. He said when he worked in Nashville, his first sale, he made more money off the commission than he made in 3 months of working part at the radio station. Yeah. So he is. He told them that, and that's very important because if you think this is a get rich quick scheme,
no.
I got some bad news for you.
But the perks, all the free station garb you can wear.
That's right. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is, it's not bad. And the food, my God, the food is good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
You hungry yet?
I am actually. Yeah, I am.
Time for your midday feeding.
It's way past that. Way past that. All right, it's 22 minutes until the hour here on Ruscin and Zach. 866-285-4005 to join. Oh my God, I forgot. Hold on, we got to do this now. Sterling's on the phone. Sterling, I totally forgot. How are you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing great, guys. Muselman been having feelers out all during the season. This was the worst kept secret in the history of somebody trying to get out of town. And for Yurachek to act like that, and now you got Urban putting it out there. But everybody knew this ahead of time. It's reported on stations all across the state that Muselman was sending feelers out during the season. And nobody should be surprised by this. And I'm surprised more people. I understand what Zach's saying, that we had great success under him. But you know how it is around these parts. If you don't want to be here, we don't want you here. That's the sentiment that most people put out that I get. And we had a girlfriend. She told us she wanted to see other people. And because stuff was getting good, we was dealing with it. Now the stuff ain't so good. So let them go. No raises, no negotiating. Let it go. If he wants to leave, let the door hit him. If he wants to stay, let him stay. But if he wants to go, I don't care if it's because of his mama. I don't care if he likes the son. I don't care if he just wants to get the hell out of here. Get the stepping. Get the stepping. And we find somebody else. Because Elite Eight is good. But it's still not enough championship. And we lost for 27 years and it didn't kill us. I just hate getting disrespected. I don't care how fine you is. You can be Beyonce, you can be Taylor Swift. You disrespect me, you're gonna have to break it. You gotta do something, you got to break me off good. And finishing in 10th place in your own conference 3 out of 5 years is not good enough to act like this to me. But everybody got their own opinion. But that's just me. You guys have a wonderful day.
All right. Thank you, Sterling. Sterling. Laying it down here on Ruscin and Zach. All right. 20 minutes now until the hour.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Number one requirement with any player above their stats, above anything, is going to be toughness.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
He's a former coach with 2 sons who played professional basketball. Satch Sullinger's a competitive individual, but his golf game was suffering because of painful joints.
Right. That's real important. The golf game. Right. As we get older, we create these bad habits because we're relegated to hit a certain way.
QC Kinetics used regenerative treatments, all natural healing properties from Satch's own body, to restore those damaged joints and get his golf game back on track.
QC Kinetics Regenerative Medicine is regenerating me. All natural. And that's what I'm about. I'm going to tell everybody why I'm better.
Oh, and by the way, looks like the competitive Satch is back.
We're all in the same boat, and I'm getting better, and I'm watching them stay old.
Go to QCkinetics.com. Get relief and your game back. Call for your complimentary consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Jersey Mike's, locally owned and operated in Rogers, Bentonville, Fayetteville, and Springdale, believes in the value of ingredients, premium meats, the freshest vegetables, and delectable bread baked throughout the day. And then there's the juice that elevates your sandwich to the highest level. You'll taste the difference in every bite. Jersey Mike's subs are perfect for catering the office or your next tailgate party. Their cookie and brownie trays are the perfect finale to any type of gathering. Fresh baked daily, right there in the store. Jersey Mike's, the best submarine sandwich on the planet. Always.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. You know, Fayetteville's hair joint for men. Did you know your haircut can accentuate features about your face you may not like? That's why you need Fantasy Sports Cuts. We'll work with you to create the perfect look for you. If your current barber isn't cutting it, come see us at Fantasy Sports Cuts. We'll have you leaving feeling like a winner. And we all like winners. Book your appointment today at Fantasy Sports Cuts, where the winning look can be found. Fantasy Sports Cuts, Fayetteville's hair joint for men and your little men in training at Mission and Crossover in the Hart Shopping Center. We'll see y'all there.
Looking for a new home in the heart of Northwest Arkansas? Head to the Cottage at the Park. These beautiful homes by Buffington have direct access to a 120-acre park and offer maintenance-free yards. That means free time can be spent watching the hogs, traveling, playing in the park, or just enjoying a weekend without yard work. For relaxed living at its finest, Cottage at the Park is the best move you'll make. Visit BuffingtonHomesAR.com/hogradio for details.
Your Mach 1 market moment.
And inflation is something we've been talking about for a long time. It's trickling into 24. It's still here. Yeah. You know, it's a different conversation than it was a year ago.
You know, and I like this, how are Americans feeling?
Yeah.
You know, we see clients in our office every day, all ages, demographics. And I would say that there might be a slight tick up in optimism, but, you know, there's still some pessimism.
Oh, for sure.
Some concern.
I mean,
here in Northwest
I just had a conversation with a client yesterday that they were like, everything's so expensive.
Yeah.
Just the basics of going to the grocery store and you walk out with 2 bags and it was $150. And that's a very real thing, that getting the basics and trying to get by day to day. And it's costing a lot of money these days to do that.
Visit Mach1FG.com to hear the whole conversation and get your investment questions answered. For full disclosures, visit Mach-1financial.com/disclosures.
Foghorns is celebrating its 20th year in Northwest Arkansas with a new menu, new items, and new lower prices with the same fresh ingredients. Choose up to 40 different flavors of wings and tenders, always prepared fresh to fryer, or choose an always fresh certified Angus beef burger on locally made bread. With 30 to 50 TVs per location, Foghorns is your place to watch all the basketball this March. And Foghorns Happy Hour is Monday through Friday from 2 to 6 p.m. and all day on Sunday, with all domestic bottles only $3.25. With 5 locations in Northwest Arkansas. Eat fresh, eat local, and ditch the chains. Foghorns.
We have cool but breezy conditions out there today in Northwest Arkansas. Hey there, I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. A cold front is passing through our area. It'll drop our temperatures continuously as we progress throughout the afternoon. Around 3 o'clock, we expect those temperatures to be into the upper 40s, low 50s, and those northwesterly winds will be breezy at times with gusts up to around 25 miles an hour. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Overnight lows tonight get chilly, dropping into the 30s.
ESPN 99.5. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Ruscin and Zach Show has been streamed in 155 countries, 50 states, 2 territories. Yesterday, streamed in Happy Land, Connecticut. If you want to stream it too, it's hitthatline.com. You got one of them Google Play Alexa dot things. Say, hey, play ESPN Northwest Arkansas. We'll show up. Plus, you can get us on the Hit That Line app, which is efficiently working away.
That's pretty good, right?
That's the best employee we have.
And baseball's on there tonight?
We do have baseball on, 5:30.
Yeah.
It is going to be cold. So if you're planning on going out there, lots of free tickets on the internet tonight.
I'm not going.
Oh, no. You've been to campus once.
Yeah, I'm not going back. No.
First pitch, 46 degrees.
I'll see you in 10 years.
46 degrees with a 14-mile-per-hour wind.
That's not really on campus.
What?
Oh,
no, it is.
No,
that land is owned by the university.
It's campus adjacent. I was in the belly of the beast right there on the hill. Dixon and Duncan. I mean, I was right there. In the middle of it.
I'm going through. I have those. By the way, I'm going to bring in the 1927 Razorback yearbook. They have the disc section. I'm going to bring that in.
I love that.
Yeah, we're going to have to go through that like on Friday or something. But I was going through that thing and I was looking at some of the old pictures. They have a picture from on top of Mount Sequoia, looking down at the university, trying to figure out where everything is now. Very, very cool. Very, very.
Not much is left.
Yeah. I mean, none of the trees that are still there. But there are some. I mean, there are some things that are still there that we saw. Bud Walton, Baum Stadium. All of that was there. 26.
I've never been. I'm not one of these people that says you have to live here to work here, and I've never believed in that because
you go back from where you came from.
Well, it just severely limits your talent pool to, frankly, poorer candidates. If you if you do that, have a mindset. But what we are seeing play out in front of us is on full display when you have people who work and represent all of us. That it's a job, and it just they don't love it. They just don't love it like we do. It's just different. Man.
I will probably get myself in trouble for this, but
beautiful.
No, it's not bad. I worked at Tyson Foods when Tyson went through several ownership changes, and a lot of the older people that had been with the company since its inception were starting to be moved out, and there was a care factor that those folks had because they'd been there since the late 60s, the early 70s. They saw the company grow into what it was. And what you got were a bunch of people who didn't have the attachment to it and treated it, as you said, like a job. It was the means to an end for them. They didn't care about the long-term success of Tyson Foods at the time, and that was painful to see. Now they overcorrected at one point, and started bringing a bunch of people back, but that's neither here nor there. Same thing up there is you don't have a lot of people now in the executive type positions that have deep roots in this program. You have a couple. But, the guy in charge doesn't, he doesn't. No. I mean, it's a job for him.
And you don't have to, you can move here and just totally, immerse yourself in it. You don't have to live here for X amount of time.
No.
I do declare you are now officially, fully a heart of a Razorback.
You guys say, even though I graduated from there and I've been here for 34 years, that I'm not from here.
You haven't been here long enough. I mean, that's exactly right.
Okay.
So you could, the other side could be true.
Right.
You could not be here a short amount of time.
Now, DQ and I have the same bona fides, but I'm not an Arkansan. She is.
I think it's bona fides.
Whatever.
It's different.
How is it
sounds
different?
snootier.
You were raised elsewhere.
But I raised
Me and Ruscin were raised
my
in
kids
Arkansas.
here.
Yeah, but you're kind of a mutt. You've lived everywhere. You were Virginia, Milwaukee, Jersey. We don't know where you've been.
But not Arkansas.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
You weren't raised in Arkansas.
No,
you didn't go through your formative years
Listen to me.
in Arkansas.
If you for the old folks, look, I got thrown through the glass at Tremors. If that's not being raised here in Arkansas, I don't know what is.
Just saying.
Through the glass, DQ, not out the front door.
Yeah, but you've never thrown up on the pig trail though.
Oh yeah, I have.
Oh, okay. Well,
look, I know where the sign was that told you how many people had been killed that year.
You know what I want to do now? Now I want to quit talking about this incompetent athletic department, and now who can give me the greatest? I'm from here, bona fides now. Have you thrown up on the big trail? Have you been thrown through the whatever you said?
The glass at Tremors, which is now that coffee place on the square right next to the event center.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was Tremors?
That was Tremors. If you read the book, When Money Grew on Trees, Tremors is mentioned there. I got thrown through the glass by a very helpful bouncer.
Was Charles Barkley there?
That bouncer did not want me there any longer. So I made an exit courtesy of him through the glass.
Wow. That's a pretty good, I wanted some Arkansas bona fides here for the next little while.
If you had never
past the time.
Look, and Hacker will text in on this. If you have never eaten at Hofbrau, gone to Cafe Santa Fe, had a Long Island iced tea, and then gone to the OPO club, I mean, you're not from here. I'm from here.
I got in on the tail end of the Hofbrau. I went to Hofbrau. My first week, I was taken in by some people. And I remember it. Oh, God, that was good, man.
I was there when XNA poured the concrete on the runway.
Oh, let's see. Okay, there you go.
And look, 49 wasn't even. 49 was an afterthought.
We have we can top you. There's a texter that was banned from the OPO.
Oh, look at you. Okay, all right. Yeah, luckily Rogers Rec was there. That was all. But Rogers Rec
That's not close by, though.
No. That's down. I mean, that's on Block Street.
Yeah.
That's a long.
Oh, I'm thinking of Arts. Arts is even further away.
Yeah, Arts is out on 71.
Yeah, that's right. Oh boy, Cementhead was a big Cafe Santa Fe fan. That does not surprise me in the least.
They had, and I don't know what's there now, but they had.
I think I drove by it today trying to find a parking space. I think it's a Mexican restaurant.
They used to bring them out in what are those wine things? You know, the things that are wide at the bottom and then get more narrow to the top and then kind of wide. They used to serve Long Island iced teas in these things too. And if you were licking pavement after 2.
Well, I mean, the ultimate was how many kilowatts did it take before you were, sleeping on the pavement?
I would like to say that I was a charter. Actually, my roommate was a charter member of the 2 kilowatt club. The limit was 2 because he threw up in their foyer, and they limited him to 2. Now, Lee J says Club West. I saw a guy get stabbed in the head at Club West.
That's a great story. That's a great story.
That was not something I ever thought that I would see.
Right. Yeah.
Look, you do the Goldies thing. I go down 71 now, and I go, well, that used to be that. That used to be that. You know who sold me my first car?
Who?
Robert Mann. Robert Mann. At what is now Carmart, used to be the Saturn dealership. Sold me my first car.
You bought a Saturn from Robert Mann?
From Robert Mann.
That's
Yes,
a great
I did.
story, too.
Yeah.
Oh. I love it. I absolutely love it. Tim wants to know if we're plane watching yet. I think that's just streaming on LinkedIn. I don't think we're plane watching here on this.
Except
particular...
it would just be regular X and A flights.
Yeah, Dave's
so
on
it'd be easier.
Dave's on Dixon. I saw Tab Benoit at Dave's on Dixon.
I saw Better Than Ezra at Dave's on Dixon.
Oh, great band.
Yeah.
Love Better Than Ezra.
Yeah. And you weren't 21, so you had to put the big X on your hand.
Yep. You had to do it yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. 866-285-4005. I saw some people dance on the bar at the Blue Parrot, Jamie and Fayetteville. I was there that night. All right. My father's proposing an interesting trade. We'll talk about that coming up here. I think that's a terrible idea, but I'd love to get your thoughts on that when we return here. All right, we are in a full-on crisis mode here. The everything is burning to the ground, and we are here trying to remain calm, I guess, on Ruscin and Zach. There we are.
I'm Chip Scarborough in the 4029 newsroom. Overnight storms left behind damage in parts of Benton County. That line of storms brought in a wave of cooler air to northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Temperatures only topping out in the 40s and 50s on this Tuesday. Tonight on 4029 News, Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee is timing out our next warm-up and looking ahead to the forecast for the April 8th eclipse. Authorities in Oklahoma are asking for the public's help locating 2 women they say vanished while traveling together to pick up their children. Investigators say Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly's car was found abandoned near Elkhart, Kansas. Law enforcement officers are calling the disappearance suspicious. And no one matched all 6 winning Powerball numbers last night. It's the 39th consecutive drawing without a winner, making the jackpot now nearly $1.1 billion. I'm Chip Scarborough with this live local late-breaking update.
Spring camping season is here. Don't miss the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th at 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway in Rogers behind Nukes. Sponsored by two of the state's largest RV dealers, Wheels RV and Moix RV, with brands you love like Grand Design, Jayco, Brinkley, Flagstaff, Coachman Catalina, Vibe, and Winnebago. On-site financing available, plus food trucks, a variety of vendors, and bounce house for the kids. Make plans to attend the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th. 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway, Rogers.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Call Derek Wardlow in Rogers or Carrie Earwood in Rogers.
Hi, this is Garen Armstrong with Shamrock Roofing and Construction. That small roofing company my father started 45 years ago has now become one of the largest roofing companies in America by following one rule, the golden rule. No one can install a better roof at a better price, a better warranty than Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Let our local family serve your family. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Call today or visit us online at shamrockroofer.com.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Sign Studio is the source for complete visual marketing, so don't let the name fool you. We're not just signs. Sign Studio is your all-encompassing partner for advertising success. Need a logo? We'll design it. Want it printed on pins, cards, banners, or even tablecloth? We'll do it. What are you waiting for? Kickstart your brand with our custom products today. Visit yoursignstudio.com or call 479-250-4844.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Because comfort keeps us going. So grab your family, your friends, and your Wrangler layers for some fresh air adventures together. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Country's hottest rising star, Riley Green.
There was this girl.
Ain't My Last Rodeo Tour.
Shoot me a lead.
Saturday, April 27th, Walmart Amp. With Tracy Lawrence and Ella Langley. On sale now at amptickets.com. Riley Green, live.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Broadcasting live from the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. ESPN Arkansas presents Derek Ruscin.
Have we got a stadium? Yes. Have we got a college? Yes. Well, we can't support both. Tomorrow we start tearing down the college.
And Zach Arns.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
With DQ.
Just gonna go have fun. No one out there that I know of in the audience actively hates me.
Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline, 866-285-4005. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, a good deal is never far away. Ruscin and Zach.
But if they hate him, why do they listen?
Most common answer. I want to see what he'll say next.
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
It's an appropriate song for Eric Musselman in Arkansas. All right, we're back here. It's a 4:01 on ESPN Arkansas and hitthatline.com.
Lance and Bentonville is next.
Yes.
Hey, Randy, what's the timetable for Coach K to come out of retirement, Coach Razorbacks? I'll hang up and listen.
That's right. That call's coming in today. Dollars to donuts.
Coach K. What's Jay Wright doing?
You think Jay Wright would be interested?
Jay Wright has said repeatedly that he has no interest.
You know who I'd go get?
Oh.
Bulky. She could coach men.
Oh, yeah.
She kicked some ass.
Yeah.
I'd go get her right now.
Well,
call her now. She's free.
Honestly, Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley.
Dawn Staley or my uncle would hate that. My uncle hates Dawn Staley.
Why?
he has his reasons.
Okay.
He's
right.
not a fan.
Dawn Staley can coach.
Go get Dawn Staley or Mulkey. I mean, let's quit messing around here. Come on. Or let's get some guy that no one's ever heard of from Charleston Southern College of Dudes or whatever. I mean, come on. What are we doing here?
College of Dudes?
I don't know.
Is that a tech school?
Or go get Bryce Drew from Grand Canyon. I don't know. Although he failed in the SEC once. Granted, it was a Vanderbilt, but still.
Craig with a great text. Craig, one of your people, DQ from Elkins. Why are we talking about basketball? Aren't we a football school again now that Petrino's back?
How could we forget that?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Did you notice last night during the Iowa LSU game? And this was just I treated last night as an event. I just wanted to be a part of the event in some small way. I wanted to observe the entire event. So, first of all, DQ pointed out that she was very disappointed in Kim Mulkey's attire.
Me too.
She looked like a leprechaun.
Yeah, she didn't look sparkly or bedazzled at all.
Nope.
I was very upset by that.
She had done her makeup.
Yeah.
And it presented a much softer appearance. She even, during the Holly Rowe interview, put her arm on Holly and was, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it.
Meanwhile, on the other side, the coach from Iowa was just coaching circles around her.
Oh, man, did she ever.
Whew.
Yeah. Oh, I'm eating a snack right now.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had lunch. So.
Oh, my gosh. We're going to put up with this for 2 hours?
There you go.
See, no, don't do that.
Can we will they send us money if we show this candy on the screen?
They might send you more of those.
Yeah,
that's probably too. We'll give them away. No, here's the thing about that game last night. And I heard y'all talking about it earlier. But people on the internet go to the players right away and you suck and all that stuff. Mulkey got worked in the game plan.
Yeah, she did.
By Iowa. Just totally worked. It was unbelievable.
I was wrong about Iowa's players. The supporting cast, they're good.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're elite, but they're really good. And Caitlin Clark is a generational talent.
Lisa Bluter coached circle around the great legendary Kim Mulkey in that
She
game.
really did.
It was a masterclass, and DQ had a great point.
I know.
About
we were getting texts about your analysis. You were spot on.
Well, it's a great point that Iowa didn't take the air out of the ball. How many teams in both tournaments with 8 minutes to go, they go to the stall game, and what happens? All of a sudden, they lose.
Yeah.
They lose, or it's a tighter ball game than it should be. Iowa kept going, and they're up 12 with 2 minutes left, and you're like, it can't be done. They don't have a Caitlin Clark on the other team. It's over.
No.
And it was phenomenal theater to watch all of that last night. And then I stuck around and watched I watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, and then I put on the USC UConn game.
And that's gonna we're waiting on the numbers to come out. I'm curious to see what because I'm absolutely certain we're gonna get a record for the Iowa LSU game.
Yeah.
Question is, did you stick around and watch UConn and USC?
Here's the thing about it. I think it's going to be pretty good also because there was no competition. There was no on a national network.
Right.
The only sports on were women's basketball and Monday Night Raw, if you want to count that. I mean, that's it. So, I mean, and it was so hyped that you kind of felt like you couldn't miss it, or you'd be out of the loop on stuff.
The only thing, and I said this a couple of times, the only thing about it was for somebody like DQ. I've seen more Caitlin Clark highlights than I have Caitlin Clark games, and that's on me. But if you drop somebody in and said, this is women's college basketball, you would, great, this is a huge event. Yeah. You could feel it coming through the TV.
Yeah.
But if they're going to be really disappointed when they're doing a midweek Texas Tech BYU game and go, this isn't the same product.
Well, but that's true with the men's game,
it's true with the men's game. But that was an event. That was a special event.
Yeah.
That game was number one, you got a really good game. The superstar came out just shooting the lights out.
It's all you could hope for.
Absolutely.
I mean, what you don't want is like everybody tunes in to see her and she goes 2 for 30. And you're like, well, he's not that good.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell you in my life.
She went 41, 12, and 7.
And this is the difference, right? So this is the difference. I can't tell you how many Razorback recruits in high school that I've got to see. And I'm like, okay, this will be pretty good. And they don't show up for the moment. And maybe that's why Arkansas passes on a lot of these kids because they don't show up for the moment.
You
sometimes.
Made a great point when we were talking about this earlier. If you are a passive watcher of women's college basketball, athletically, the game is completely different than it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It's not even the same sport it was 25 years ago.
Oh, no. What is appealing to me is it has like MMA vibes to it. Like it's tough. Mm-hmm. It's a physical game. There is some talk that maybe the women's game is getting too physical with the fouls resetting at the quarter and all that stuff. They're calling less fouls. But I enjoy watching it. I don't miss dunks.
A couple of those outlet passes that Iowa was running, where it would get Caitlin Clark would get it on the wing and then just boom, they're down the floor.
Right.
Was really amazing. I mean, it's as good as you're going to find. That may be as high a level of basketball as you're going to play. Those two teams just going at it.
Yeah,
and it was terrific.
Final Four is going to be great.
Yeah,
I mean Iowa and UConn. Come on,
anybody good with that one? Yeah. Iowa, UConn, that'll be fun.
And we assume South Carolina is going to blow through NC State, but hell, we don't know at this point. I don't know. Now, another thing that happened yesterday on women's basketball was the Tennessee job became open, and I have theories about these sorts of things because, like, there are places where, whoever North Carolina men, with the exception of Matt Doherty, you can put people in there and you're going to be pretty good. I mean, you're going to be good. Mm-hmm. Hoover Davis went to a Final Four a couple years ago. Like, you're going to be good. Alabama football. It's not just Bear Bryant. You've got Stallings winning the title. Saban won a bunch of titles. Now, DeBoer may have some success there if he's any good. There are places like that. Maybe Tennessee women's basketball is not one of those places. Maybe it's like Georgetown men's basketball. Maybe you had John Thompson and nobody can do what he did because they're not as good as he is. No one's as good as Pat Summitt. Maybe that's why you had to have her.
They were getting to, she went to the Sweet 16 3 times, didn't advance past it.
Right.
That's not bad.
Okay.
But by Tennessee
standards, it is.
It's bad, or what they expect.
I also feel like the sport has,
it's bypassed.
Tennessee is not a factor in women's basketball at all anymore. It's South Carolina. It's Iowa right now. It's USC. It's certainly UConn.
In the 80s, it was USC and Virginia. Those were the two best teams. USC and Virginia right now. USC's having a little glow up right now.
And in the 90s and the aughts, it was UConn and Tennessee.
Yep.
They'd play on, they'd play and it'd be a major event on ESPN. And now it's, it's they're not in that discussion anymore. And I don't know if they can find someone to put them back in that discussion. Some of these jobs, look at Syracuse. Is Syracuse going to do anything without Boeheim? I doubt it. Maybe he's the only guy that could make that work. Some places are like that. It just takes a force of nature that's not going to be denied. It's not just another job.
Well, let's be honest. When Pat Summitt was coaching, the competition wasn't as great. Not everybody was all in on women's college basketball at that point. Tennessee was. Well, now you're recruiting against people nationally for the top players. And it's not that they've had a bad run. It just wasn't what they expected. And they're watching teams like LSU, and Baylor's won a national title.
LSU's passed them.
LSU's passed them. South Carolina's passed them. They're looking at all these teams in their league.
They lost to Arkansas for crying out loud.
They did. I get it. And some of the names I hear that are being thrown out are almost comical. Like, we'll just back up a truck for Dawn Staley. Why does Dawn Staley go to Tennessee when she's
built a kingdom? Why does she need to go?
She's the best coach on that campus.
Yep.
Of any sport.
Yep. Yeah, well, that gets back to the whole Dutcher, San Diego State, why leave for USC thing. I mean, there are people who will chase the money, but then, Dutcher's in his 60s. Maybe he's just like, I'm good here. And he's actually a Michigan guy, and he had no interest in the Michigan job to go back, quote unquote, home.
He lives in San Diego. It's a pretty nice town to live in. And he coaches basketball and makes runs in the tournament.
Hey, even the people who live under the bridges in San Diego are pretty happy.
They wrote a song about it.
Oh, yeah?
Under the bridge. But that's about something else. Smack Daddy says
they live in their car.
With that being said, how popular is Iowa next year without Caitlin Clark? Here's the thing. She could come back.
Good. Yeah.
She really could.
I mean, she's not. She said she's not going to, but I mean,
she could.
Yeah.
Dufresne wants to know if the last foul on Angel Reese was truly a foul. I think when you slow it down and look at it, no. But in the moment, I think you kind of understand what they were thinking.
Yeah.
And you can't go back and review it.
No, you can't do that. So as I've watched some of this women's tournament, I'm not crazy about the advance the ball rule. I don't like it.
Okay.
That's if I had one thing, I don't mind quarters. I've kind of figured out the timing of the game, because there's a rhythm to a men's game. I've got under 12 left. I've got under 16. Like there's a rhythm to it. So I've gotten kind of used to the women's rhythm of, okay, there's 4 minutes left in this quarter and that and whatever. But I don't like the advance the ball thing.
Okay.
I just don't. I would take that out. Everything else is good. I like the I like the quarters. I like they have different terms for things, like we got a non-act or whatever the thing was that they said last night that they looked at for a second. And hey, how about shout out to ESPN? Very cheap, but they went and got their own rules expert on the women's with Lisa Mattingly. So that's pretty good. So at least they have that going on. But I don't like the advance the ball. I don't like it. It's not for me. Some people love it. I'm sure.
I'm sure the coaches.
Well, they love it. Yeah,
they love it.
But I don't. I don't. It's not my favorite thing.
Okay.
All right.
But we do need to check on Haley Denver. I am.
Oh, God, that poor child. Man,
she got worked
again. But Mulkey put her out there to fail. It was just so bad.
It was a bad game plan. It really was.
Yeah. Mulkey failed. Yeah.
22 is going to shoot it a lot. You guard her as soon as she comes across the half court line, and you stick to her.
Yeah.
And you run 1 or 2. Look, I will take my chances with the other 4 players making shots, but she's not going to beat you.
No.
She went for 41 and 12.
12 assists or
12 assists.
Yeah.
And 7 or 9 rebounds. I can't remember which one it is.
She went for in the biggest game of her life. She almost went for a triple double.
Almost.
That's a star right there. That's a star.
Almost.
And I mean, so many times, I'll tell you, the last person connected to the Razorbacks that I saw in high school, I'm like, okay, he's different. When I went down to the Greenwood at the state tournament one year, Bobby Portis was there. And when I swear to God, he ran the court in 3 strides. 1, 2, 3. I'm like, oh, hello.
Yeah, that's different.
That's
you don't see that every day.
This guy, I don't know anybody else they talk about, but when they talk about this guy, he's legit. And here he is. He's a pro.
Like last night, I'm sitting there and I'm watching. They kept beating him. They on backdoor cuts and all kinds of. They just kept beating LSU, and you're thinking to yourself, Mulkey's got to adjust to this at some point.
Never did. I think she was thrown out of her rhythm by wearing boring clothes.
Yeah, she was. DQ, do you think that was it?
Maybe
that'd have been a hella thing if she was in front of a green screen. She
would have been
a floating
disappeared.
Disappeared.
Remember when Jay did that thing with the giant chin and the floating head on the Tonight Show? That's what it looked like there. But no, my fiance and I had the same. Again, this is spooky. And it's really bad news for her that she has the same brain as me. But at the same time, we had the observation that Mulkey's clothes are not very sparkly.
No.
And I think it's throwing her off.
No.
She was wearing zebra print shoes.
Yeah.
So
but I want to see
that was something
head to toe sequins.
She rolls out of the locker room like Liberace.
I came for the show,
exactly.
and I felt like I was shortchanged on that part. But yeah, maybe she was kind of calming down a little bit. Although that Washington Post thing was not that bad, honestly.
It really wasn't.
It was nothing. It was a slap on the hand. They mentioned some good things and they mentioned some bad things. It was
a profile. It's called a profile.
It was pretty even-handed.
It was a profile.
It wasn't a hit piece.
No.
It did not bring up that everybody else in Baton Rouge is poor while she makes however many millions of dollars, like the Brian Kelly thing.
I guarantee you she'll never wear that pantsuit again.
Well, I mean, she lost in the tournament, so yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Like if I was a coach where I could get new clothes for every game, like if I lost in one outfit, I'd never wear it again, especially in a tournament.
All right, now this was the big controversy last night, and this is the dumbest thing. This is what I don't like about people who parachute into these events and don't pay attention all year. He asks, "What's the deal with LSU skipping the anthem?" If you know what their pregame routine is,
what is it?
About 3 minutes before the anthem is played, they go in the locker room. They've done it all year long. This isn't new. So they went through their normal thing. They go through their lineup drills. Boom, 3 minutes out, they go. This isn't new.
No.
But everybody was making it like it was, just this is what they've been doing all year long. If they did it for this one game, yeah, you got something. But
Can I get myself in trouble here for a moment?
Fire away.
Stuff like that does not for me.
Mm-hmm.
It does not rise to the level of bothering me. Some people will, they boycott restaurants. They go over all this different stuff. But stuff like that does not rise to the level of bothering me.
During
that's just my opinion.
If you
I'm sorry.
drop Trow and Moon somebody, all right, then we can have a discussion. This is totally.
If you're on your phone during the anthem, that's going to bother me. But if you've done it all year,
long,
I don't. It's not. It doesn't bother me.
No, but that was like
do what you want to do.
But this is what happens when you get people who parachute in
for
one event.
To me, you're not anti-America if you skip the national anthem and you have all year. I mean, I'm sorry.
Ted Lasso's a fraud. Jason Sudeikis is at the game.
You don't like him?
I don't like Jason Sudeikis. He's a fraud. He's in Iowa colors. He's taking photos with Caitlin Clark after the game. They're high-fiving. They're hugging 3 weeks ago. He's at Kansas.
No.
A fraud. A fraud. He's a celebrity fan for rent.
Celebrity fan for rent.
That's what he is.
CFFR. Okay.
That's what he is.
I thought you would come up with a clever acronym for fraud for a second.
I'm winging this.
Okay.
I just like
he's a rental fan.
He's a rental fan, is what he is. He's there for the event. Olivia Wilde dumps him. This is what he does now.
Oh. Is he even he's just there for her, right? Like he has no
affiliation with Iowa.
Okay. All right.
Now, you know what I did enjoy was at the end of the game, as Iowa's as it's winding down, the Iowa fans wave to LSU like they do with the Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
They give them a wave.
Oh, that's good.
Now that's Midwest trash talk.
And then they played neck, and it was awesome.
Yes, it's a very weird couple of minutes, but that's how you do it.
Here you go. What if someone leaves their hat on? Well, what if they're going through treatments for something they don't want to take their hat off? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Everybody's got a story. I mean, I don't know. Maybe their grandfather who fought in World War II told them, "Hey, always keep your hat on."
Yeah,
I don't know.
Never
I
take
don't
your
know.
helmet off. I don't know.
I'm not the person to go, "Hey, you, come on, take your hat off." I'm not going to do that.
Sudeikis is a fraud.
Okay, all right. You are heard.
You can't hop team.
Your feelings are valid here. All right.
Fraud. I'll never watch Jason's.
I like the moment kind of toward the end of the game where you could see the Iowa bench and all of the coaching staff just relax. You know what I mean? Because there was that one moment where the girl stepped on one of the coach's shoes and
flying.
They were all just kind of, you saw smiles on their face.
They did it.
That was nice.
They did it.
No. Yeah, that's right. All right. We'll be back here in a moment. 866-285-4005. We got a bunch of comments coming in, and we got to play this Yurachek tape again. It's just so bad that we just have to. We can't not let it have its full.
Glory.
I guess so. Glory. This is one of the most idiotic moves by a sitting athletic director in Southeastern Conference history. So we can't let it just slide by. Listen, I know there are days where you want us to, talk about shoes and stuff like that, but this is one of those days where this rises to the level, as Gene Steratore would say, this rises to the level of a flagrant act. So we have to, we have to note this. All right. Let me tell you about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. Another success story for Michelle and Adam. They were wanting to relocate their family, but they realized that the process of selling their home in Rogers was far more daunting than they had anticipated. So they reached out to the Limbird Real Estate Group. The Limbird team exceeded their expectations. The team's efficient marketing strategies quickly attracted potential buyers for their home, and within a month, they got an offer they were happy with, and they closed the deal in record time. And so Michelle and Adam got to move on quickly to their next home, and the Lindbergh team was there to help them out with expertise and knowledge and making a daunting task feel like it was a breeze. The Lindbergh Real Estate Group, where you can go to lindberghteam.com and click on Home Estimate and see how much your home is worth in seconds from the local experts at lindberghteam.com. The Lindbergh Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Did you know that? Pretty good. And they're the only agent I would trust if I was selling my home. So you can find out more at lindberghteam.com, LIMBIRD, lindberghteam.com, or Google Lindbergh Real Estate Group to check out the over 900 five-star reviews. Do it.
Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel hotline. 866-285-4005. McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
Hey, here's a question. After you wear your clothes, you toss them in the washing machine, right? Nobody wants to wear dirty clothes. So how come you don't throw your shoes in the washing machine when they get dirty? I mean, come on. Your shoes are touching the filthy ground all day long. Gross. Well, with Skechers, you can. Because most Skechers are machine washable. That's right. Skechers are specially made so you can toss them right in the washing machine and keep them clean and looking new. And when they look new, you can confidently wear them longer. That's less shoes you're going to want to throw away, which means less waste. And it'll save you tons of dough. I love that. Plus, machine washable Skechers are for the whole family, men, women, and kids. So when your kids get their shoes dirty, and we know they will, just wash them. Brilliant. And even our latest technology, new hands-free Skechers slip-ins are washable. You just step right in and go without bending down or even touching your shoes. So give your Skechers the same treatment you give your clothes. Just toss them in the washing machine and keep them looking brand spanking new. Find machine washable Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear happens to be sold.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hug, Chuck.
Will your bracket be better than Matt Jones, Derek Ruskin, and the rest of the ESPN Arkansas team? Then prove it. Sign up for the hitthatline.com bracket challenge presented by On the Mark Sports Bar and Grill in Fayetteville, 810 Billiards and Bowling in Fort Smith, and Shelter Insurance agent Chris Dooley. Registration is easy. Just find the contest on hitthatline.com. The hitthatline.com bracket challenge is also brought to you in part by Walk On Sports Bistro, Century Bank of the Ozarks, Cafe Con Chisme, Links at Chaffee Crossing, and Foghorns Wings.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Richard's Country Meat Market has everything you need for an old-fashioned crawfish boil. Live crawfish, shrimp, sausage, corn, and potatoes. Give Richard a call by Wednesday to place your crawfish order and pick it up on Friday. While you're there, choose from mild to spicy seasonings for a delicious Cajun crawfish boil. Plus, Richard has the best selection of fresh fish like salmon and cod. With over 25 years of business, you know Richard's Country Meat Market is the only place to get top choice and prime meat, Teddy Jean hams, fresh fish, crawfish, and in-house seasoning. Richards makes it easy with in-store and curbside pickup. To place your order, call ahead at 479-443-0000. Richards Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive. For curbside pickup and to place your crawfish order, call Richards Country Meat Market, 443-0000. 443-0000. Richards Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 479-443-0000.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks is always adding exciting cocktails to the menu, like the expertly balanced Sincoro Hall of Fame Margarita. Try it at your local lodge today.
Are you ready to level up your wellness game and feel your absolute best?
You bet, Amber, and the place to do it is Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness.
Voxy is your ultimate destination for all things health and well-being.
Whether you're looking to shed some pounds, boost your energy, or simply improve your overall wellness, Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness has got you covered.
With a team of experienced professionals and a personalized approach, Voxy will help you achieve your weight loss goals like never before.
And folks, if you're struggling with weight loss, fatigue, or even low testosterone symptoms, Voxy has a game changer for you. With our concierge medicine approach, we will be with you every step of the way through your wellness journey.
Semaglutide is a groundbreaking medication that has shown remarkable results in helping people lose weight and keep it off.
And Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness is one of the few places where you can access this life-changing treatment.
Take control of your wellness journey and text Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness today. Text 479-274-8454.
Remember, it's time to invest in yourself and score big on your well-being. Visit VoxyNWA.com. That's VoxyNWA.com.
When you're looking for your next side-by-side, motorcycle, ATV, or zero-turn mower, look no further than your local Wood Power Sports store. With convenient locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Harrison, we've got 9 brands to choose from. If you can think of it, we've probably got it. These 3 convenient locations also provide you with outstanding service and parts capabilities. Want to know more? Visit us online at woodpowersports.com. Pick your brand, location, or shop all 3. We look forward to earning your business. Wood Power Sports, a solid name you can trust.
Are you ready to upgrade your ride? Head on over to McClarty Daniel Country. McClarty Daniel has over 1,000 used cars to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. With 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale, you're never too far away from a great deal. But that's not all. If you're looking for something brand new, they've got you covered there too, with a great selection of new cars available for you to upgrade to. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to McClarty Daniel and drive away in the car of your dreams. Online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Hello, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist RV Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. That cold air certainly coming on and just getting colder. Waking up tomorrow morning, the temperatures in the mid-upper 30s, and with that wind feeling like it's in the upper 20s Wednesday morning. And that wind keeps going throughout the day on Wednesday, gusting over 40 miles per hour at times. Oh, very breezy. A little bit more sunshine, a little bit warmer, so highs in the mid-50s Wednesday. Wind calms down by Thursday morning, waking up to temperatures closer to freezing. Thursday afternoon looks a little bit better for us, with highs in the upper 50s to around 60. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline, 866-285-4005. The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
News is brought to you by The Good Chair. Glad to have a place to sit. Good Chair only at the stadium. Shop, stop by, tell Robert you want a seat in the Good Chair and that Joe Bonamassa sucks. We got baseball tonight.
Arkansas, will you make the Final Four in them wacky uniforms with the pigs with horns? And did I hear you say you were playing a game today with the home crowd yelling, woo, pig suey? Hey, those pigs may be hogs, but they're kosher to me.
Hey, Arkansas State's in town. It's your Tuesday tomato can to take on the top-ranked Razorbacks, the Red Wolves, 16-14 on the year, coming off a riveting series against Georgia Southern, in which they lost 2 out of 3. First pitch scheduled for 6 p.m. tonight. We're on the air with 5:30 with the Dugout Show. You can hear it on selected ESPN Arkansas radio stations, hitthatline.com, and the Hit That Line app. Ruscin and Zach X-Polls brought to you by our very good friends at Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale, 479-225-8809 for all of your heat and air needs. The Elite 8 of our other tournament. You like beer or thin crust pizza? 52.8% of you say thin crust pizza. You beer nicks, you better get rid of that hangover because it's about to go down.
Sober up and start voting.
Right. Football or dogs? 52.6% of you said football. DQ, I don't know about that one.
I can't believe that dogs aren't winning.
Yeah, that's a bit. I thought dogs were a Final Four shoo-in. Is there anyone more full of hope than a mom who hopes it's chocolate smeared on the hand soap in the bathroom? 64.9% of you said nope. Or anything you do at work after lunch that is considered productive that's purely unintentional. And the 71.5% of you said yes. Those are your Ruscin and Zach X-Polls. Brought to you by Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale, 479-225-8809.
All right, thank you. Also today on the baseball diamond, UCA beat Mississippi State.
Southern beat LSU.
Oh, yeah.
LSU's lost 6 out of 7.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not good. That's bad. Really, really bad.
And remember UCA, what was it? It was 9-7. Arkansas beat them here.
Yeah, and UCA had the bases loaded.
Yeah. maybe the Bears are figuring a few things out over there, maybe that's what's going on there.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's that LSU team. Okay, so here's the deal: you can win the national title, but the next year you're not any good, because we have seen this time and time again. Ole Miss stunk the year after.
Yep.
Mississippi State. Now LSU stinks the year after the title. So if you get the title, cool, but next year you might win 25 games. Is that the trade? Is that the deal with the devil you're willing to make?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't like having a bad year, because then what are we going to do all spring? There's nothing. Spring football? Are you kidding me? Not doing that. No one cares.
Corey points out that LSU has struggled ever since DQ got an LSU hoodie.
You see? It's like she knew what she was doing the whole time.
DQ, are you going to take the bullet on this one?
Sure. That is not true at all.
Oh no, we have more AI DQ.
Every stereotype that you have towards French people, it's true.
That's a good one.
I have 982 photos of cats.
Wow.
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
Oh man.
All right. We'll get to the drive home here coming up right after this.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Most people don't care what your troubles are, or they're glad you have them.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
The future of medicine is here at QC Kinetics. Hi, Tommy Kraft here for QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in the most exciting revolution in pain management we've seen in decades. Regenerative medicine. If you're tired of achy joints, if your joint pain is keeping you from doing what you love, you need to call QC Kinetics right now. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with innovative treatments that deliver lasting results. We're talking natural biologics, using your body's power to repair and restore damaged tissue. Call QC Kinetics now to learn more about exciting options. This is a revolutionary approach that can get you long-term relief with no downtime, no drugs, and no surgery. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234. 999-1234 for QC Kinetics.
The greatest pairings start with things that were great on their own, but when combined, you get something even better. And that's what happened when Branson and TYM Tractors joined forces. 2 companies with a heritage of building great tractors, combined to bring you something even better. They know you want a reliable machine that is ready to work for years to come. Branson TYM Tractors know you want a versatile tractor too. They offer many different models to help you cover ground or fit into tight places. And all Branson TYM tractors are available with tons of attachments to help with your next job. And they know you want a tractor that is also affordable. That's why they believe in offering a tractor with all the capability of the competitors for less money. Go ahead, compare prices. You'll see the best value is a new Branson TYM tractor at Tatum Motor Company in Anderson, Missouri and Tawnytown, Arkansas.
I'm Paul with Tatum Motor Company. Visit us online at tatummotor.com.
The smarter guys at Stiff Plumbing and HVAC are feeling spring in the air.
I'm advising customers to get their spring air conditioning tune-up. That means no funny noises the first day you turn on the air and it doesn't get cool.
But I don't recommend it.
Huh?
I recommend the Stiff Shield Protection Plan. All plan members get that spring AC tune-up and a fall heating system tune-up, plus 2 safety inspections each year. And Stiff's 85-point whole system performance report.
Good point. For protection plan members, the spring tune-up is included.
Call 751-9691 or online at stithplumbingandhvac.com. Tune in next time to hear Zach say,
The spring AC tune-up is included for Stith Shield Protection Plan members.
on the next episode of The Smarter Guys at Stith Plumbing and HVAC.
You won't miss a moment of the March basketball action at On the Mark Sports Bar and Grill in Fayetteville, now under new ownership. Cold drinks and hot food specialties are sure to score points with your entire crew. Come watch all the madness at On the Mark. 6,000 square feet of sports entertainment, over 40 flat screen TVs, and the best smoked wings. All at On the Mark Sports Bar and Grill, 2588 North Craig Avenue in Fayetteville. Now under new ownership. On the Mark. All the games, all the time. Are you in a constant battle with mosquitoes outside your house? Well, stop smacking yourself in the face and call Mosquito Joe. Whether it's playing ball with the kids or cooking out with friends, Mosquito Joe treatments allow you to enjoy your yard without the nuisance of pesky mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas. No more itching and no more wasting time on smelly bug sprays that don't work. Visit arkansas.mosquitojoe.com or call 479-202-9960 to get more information and a free quote. With Mosquito Joe, outside is fun again.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
ESPN 99.5. We don't care if you love them or you hate them. All we ask is that you keep listening. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
That's surprising.
23 minutes until the hour here on Ruscin and Zach. And this is your drive home, and it's powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
Hello, baby.
Look, another player's rung the bell. That means he did his personal best.
You need some lube out there.
Whoop hey.
Oh. All right. Wow. Okay. Okay. You can get in here at 866-285-4005. We're all over this story. Musselman is going to interview at USC. The Pig Trail Nation is reporting that their sources say if he wants the job, it's his. So that's where things stand with all of that. Now, I'm going to play this Yurachek thing again. And then I got it. Okay.
I got a nice, clean copy of it for you.
And then I have a question for you. All right. Here's what Hunter Yurachek said.
Hang on.
Let me set it up.
Okay, go ahead.
On the, what is this? 1-star podcast, whatever this thing is that no one's ever heard of, that I honestly believe they thought no one in Arkansas would figure out how to see this. So that's why they went there and said this. But anyway, here's Hunter Yurachek.
That was a video that was recorded a few years ago. That video was probably 30 or 40 seconds in length, and we edited that down. I had our communication staff edit that down. As you guys alluded to, Coach Musselman, much to his success, has been rumored for multiple jobs that have been open here in this offseason, and he's still the basketball coach as we sit here today and record this podcast at the University of Arkansas. He has been well taken care of in his past contracts, or where he's had a couple of extensions in the past few years and 6-figure increases. There's not a new contract in place for him this year, but that video was just to kind of dispel some of the rumors that, hey, he's still our basketball coach. Now, this may change tomorrow. You'll have to ask Coach Musselman that, but we very much want him to be an Arkansas Razorback. We feel like where his contract currently sits, he's compensated in the top 12 to 15 coaches in the country. He's earned that compensation and done a great job. And that video was nothing more than an athletic director trying to have a little bit of fun with some fan bases and naysayers that saying, hey, Coach Musselman's leaving. Well, he may be leaving, but right now he's still here, and he's still our both basketball coach, and he's still driving the bus.
Okay. There's a lot here, obviously. Number one, here's my first question.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have confidence after hearing that in him running a coaching search if Muselman leaves? Because I have none. Like less than zero confidence.
Well, it's now being spun, if you will, that Muselman or that Yurachek knew about it, and he's known about this for a while, that this sort of thing was going on. It still doesn't erase the fact that all of what he just said should be stricken from the record. Whatever that guy said is BS. I mean, there are a list of things in that 1 minute and 11 seconds that you just go, no.
Right.
Don't do that. Because your job is to project, much like the president, is to project strength and calm, and everything is fine. And I'm at the wheel. Instead, we got Al Haig going, I'm in charge. No, you're not. I'm in charge. No, you're not. That's what we got. It's a very deep reference. You know, if you're old enough, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. You can be the biggest Homer fan of all time, and you'll have to explain to me, how can you have any confidence in your leadership after that diarrhea of the mouth moment about the job? And he said, now, for my business, I'm very happy he did this. But if I may step out of my business for a moment and just be a fan, this is one of the worst things you could ever hear the guy in charge say if you're a fan of the program. I don't know. He works here today, I guess. His car was in the parking space earlier. I don't know.
DQ, that would be akin to, going, hey, we're married today. We'll see about tomorrow. I mean, who knows?
It's up in the air.
Yeah, we don't know.
It's 50-50.
Yeah, it's day to day.
We're all day to day.
Because I'm telling you, I spent some time on the phone with Hutch this morning, and I'm like, did I? Is that bizarre to you? And he's like, yeah, it was weird. It was too much. I mean, I'm all for you telling me everything that's going on, but
they never tell us anything, so that is rare.
What you did was you just yelled fire in a theater. And everybody's like, my God, he's leaving.
Hold on, I got a gas can. I'll fix this. I'll put the fire out.
And I don't know. I mean, I think if he were to go, so if he goes to USC, this is going to set this whole thing back, because you got what, 3 guys, 5 guys, 3, 4 guys, and who knows about the kid who
you
just
got
committed.
4 guys. You got 2 recruits coming in, and Josh Cohen, who's got to feel like he's been sold a bill of goods here. So he committed.
Here's Doug in Little Rock just sent us a screenshot of his Instagram where it says head coach. It's always
said that. Nice try, Doug.
It's always said that, Doug.
Yeah. Bravo for the Al Haig reference.
Thank you. I'm in charge here at the White House. No, you're not.
And as Big Mike will tell you here, that is a much different story than you think. Big Mike knows, of course.
Well, I got the story straight from the day Reagan was shot.
We have plenty of time to discuss the Al Haig thing. Right. Let's not do it today. All right, we've got a whole summer of putting off picking the football season to do the Al Haig thing, but we won't do it today. But I mean, you can't have any confidence in this. I've never, it never feels like Hunter's in charge. It
used to.
It never. Did it?
Yeah.
When he fired Chad Morris?
No, and he was yelling at officials, and they were beating
That's
Texas.
not in charge. That's just being a fan.
I honestly think he wanted to be like that public face, that public guy, the guy that was out front of everything.
Frank didn't even do that crap very often.
No.
I mean, he did, but not all that much. And you've got him tackling Chuck while Chuck's trying to call the win over Kansas last year. I mean, he behaves like a toddler sometimes.
When things are going well, that plays well.
It does.
When things are going poorly.
But a true leader reveals himself in times of crisis. And they are in a crisis. And this guy is like, I don't know. I don't know. You know? I don't know. You don't know.
He's our coach today. What is that?
You got to talk to him.
Look, and I view everything through the prism that if Jack Swarbrick said that about Marcus Freeman, I'd be like, whoa, hey, no.
I mean,
I don't want to say unprofessional is not the word. Smart. It's not smart. I mean, you've literally taken a match and thrown it on a grease fire. Made the fire bigger.
Yeah, no, you put water on a grease fire, which doesn't help, by the way.
That's my sense of humor. If that's your sense of humor, that's poor.
He's not funny then.
No, it was a bad attempt at responding to the social media types.
The other thing about this, your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky on Ruscin and Zach. The other thing about this is if this is your sense of humor from a comedy perspective, that video was not funny in any way, shape, or form. Like it didn't even get that's cute. It was just like, nobody laughed, nobody guffawed, nobody tee-heed, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened. Well, the other thought I had was, and I told you this earlier, that maybe it's 3D chess. It usually is 3D chess in these situations. And there's an episode of Seinfeld where George is given a better job with the Mets. So he has to have the Yankees fire him to get out of his contract.
Right.
So he proceeds to do things to try and get fired from the Yankees. He eats strawberries in Babe Ruth's jersey and gets strawberry all over him. He's dragging the World Series trophy behind his car in the parking lot, calling out the megaphone how bad Steinbrenner stinks. Like he's doing things to get fired. Maybe this is Yurachek trying to get canned too. I don't know. I mean, these are not the actions of someone that enjoys their job.
I'm just trying to think. Your coach is out flirting with somebody else on company time.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Unless
there's a name for that.
Well, yes. Wait a minute. There's somebody being flown out on a private jet by another. Unless this is Yurachek's his plan to go. You know what? I've had enough. Go do your thing.
Maybe he is just tired of the whole experience and ready to move on. Maybe. Well, we don't know what Muselman, like if they got together, and it sounds like they have no relationship whatsoever now. That's if you read the tea leaves. Like if I'm just a fan looking at this thing, I think you have two takeaways. Number one, these two don't have any kind of relationship. And number two, if you're a fan, you have to ask the question, how can you keep Pittman and let this guy walk? That makes no sense. But I just I lost my train of thought. But anyway, those are the two things that I would think of there. Oh, but what we don't know. So that's what we know. We know this video is a total PR disaster. We know that. Here's what we don't know. What if they got together? And Hunter's like, okay, what do you need? And if Muselman said like $10 million a year, well, that's a non-starter. We're not going anywhere. Thank you so much. We don't know where the breakdown is here. If Muselman just wants to go to California, well, we can't move. You can't do this job from California. So there's not much they could do there. It would be really, the only thing that could make this worse is if like $200,000 blew this deal up or something like that. You know what I mean?
It's going to come down to that.
But that could make it worse because then you look like a moron if you're running the athletic department. So I just I don't know why anyone in charge would say these things in public,
out loud.
I
wouldn't even say it around an Alexa.
But here we are. And now here's another thing. If this is one big game of chicken and Muselman blinks and decides to stay, you've got some mending to do with some people because anytime, I think Frank Broyle said this, anytime you have a situation like this where you are openly heavy petting with another job opportunity in public, you lose 10% of your support.
10?
This may be higher than that, yes. But he's lost support over this.
Honestly, if you go in and you interview with USC, don't come back. I mean, you've literally gotten to a point with the fan base. You're just,
well, how can you come back?
Exactly.
After that?
You can't come back.
I think the terms of the interview at USC are what the report was from Pig Trail Nation. It's your job if you want it. I don't think you go out there and audition for them. I think he has enough in the resume that he doesn't have to audition. I think he wouldn't go out there if he didn't know this is pretty far down the road.
You can't go interview and then go, well, I'm back.
Well, then if you're Arkansas fans, you're like, our coach got rejected by USC. Yeah. How bad is this guy? I mean,
it's a very tough situation. I don't believe he's coming back.
I don't think so either.
I think
now
once you get on that plane,
I think it's 80-20.
80-20. I mean, once you get on the plane, if you're USC and you want him, you don't let him get back on the plane. But and a lot of times when these searches go on, they don't leak the fact
that's one of those
head coach is interviewing with somebody else.
That's one of those things where it's like, if you walk out that door, don't come back.
Yeah.
Like when you're like a renegade youth and you're wanting to leave your parents, and they're like, if you walk out there, don't come back. Maybe that's what the situation.
A lot of names being tossed around, and Daryl Walker.
They're obviously going to hire Roy Williams. I mean, there's no question about that.
Jay Wright as
Jay
his
Wright,
assistant.
and
they'll probably bring in Coach K as the recruiting coordinator.
I mean, first blush, I'm not in a coaching search mode here or anything, and I don't buy into a lot of that stuff either, to be honest with you. But first blush, I would either try and hire Mulkey or Don Stanley. That's what I would do. Not Don Staley. That's what I would do. Now, they may not want to do that, but I mean, that let's if we're gonna get in this, let's get in this thing. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get serious here. If back in the day, because Krzyzewski flirted a few times with the Lakers and stuff like that. If he had left back in the day, Duke should have hired Pat Summitt.
Joe in Centerton says Jay Wright was wearing a red tie on TV this weekend.
Well, there you go. That clearly clears it up. And I say that. Let me be clear about this. Not because the men's game is a better place to be, but I think your job is to go get the best coach that you can find, and those are two of them right there, with Mulkey and Don Staley. And boy, the worm would turn on Kim Mulkey around here if they hired her. She'd go from the most hated person to love her.
They'd love her.
We love her.
They'd love her.
That's right. Bring her out. We love her.
Here's a vote for Phil Jackson.
Is he alive?
Yes.
Oh, he is?
Yes. Phil Jackson is very much alive.
Well, I don't know. That's argued. How many drugs has he had today?
Bradford brings up a good point.
You want a 78-year-old man. That's what you want.
This is actually a good point. Coming off a bad year, the only reason to interview would be to get a raise, which he isn't getting. So he's literally searching for a place to run.
That's another interesting part of this, because usually the way this game is played is, okay, I flirt, but then I get the contract, and I stay. It seems like that's not going to happen this time. Again, it's a game of chicken.
Again, if you get
they're calling his bluff.
If you get on that plane, you can't come back.
Hunter is calling his bluff.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're going to go? All right. Well, thank you so much. Wouldn't it be something if his stuff, and I didn't see this today when I was over there, there was a box in the front of the basketball the BPC with his stuff in it. It's like they threw him out. Threw his stuff on the front yard already.
Wow. This is going to be really fascinating the next 48 hours.
Well, I don't remember a time where the game of chicken has played out like this, where you flirt, but then you stay and you get more money. I've never seen the person flirt and then be like, all right, I'm leaving.
Or be told, get out.
Hey, this is the best we can do.
Yeah.
He's making 4.2, and he's signed through 2028. Right now, so that's what is.
If you walk out that door, it's over.
Yeah,
and it may be.
It's like, did you ever have when you were parenting? Did you ever do that count to 3 thing?
Yes.
Where you just like 1, 2, you never got to 3, did you? We might actually get to 3 with these two.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we got to 3 once, and Kinsey looked at me and goes, "Okay."
See, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to get to 3. Like Hunter is like 1, 2, 2 1/4,
2 1/2, 2 3/4,
2 5/8,
2 7/8,
2 11/13. He's gonna get to 3, and we're gonna okay, what happens?
All right,
what happens when he actually hits the plunger? We don't know.
We got the number.
We got the number
for last night's game.
Okay, you want to share it after the break?
I do.
Okay, that's called a tease in the industry, kids. Look at us go, like we know what we're doing around here. All right, 866-285-4005. Join us on the McClarty Daniel Hotline. If you're looking for your next side-by-side motorcycle, ATV, or zero-turn mower, look no further than your local Wood Power Sports store. They are located in Harrison, Springdale, and Fayetteville. They've got over 9 brands to choose from, including Can-Am, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, CF Moto, Suzuki, KTM, Hustler, and Honda. They've got what you're looking for there. They also have an outstanding service and parts capabilities, so they even offer deliveries. Go to woodpowersports.com and find out more about the store near you. They want to earn your business. Wood Power Sports, a solid name you can trust. We'll be right back.
I'm Chip Scarborough in the 4029 newsroom. Overnight storms left behind damage in parts of Benton County. That line of storms brought in a wave of cooler air to northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Temperatures only topping out in the 40s and 50s on this Tuesday. Tonight on 4029 News, Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee is timing out our next warm-up and looking ahead to the forecast for the April 8th eclipse. Authorities in Oklahoma are asking for the public's help locating two women they say vanished while traveling together to pick up their children. Investigators say Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly's car was found abandoned near Elkhart, Kansas. Law enforcement officers are calling the disappearance suspicious. And no one matched all 6 winning Powerball numbers last night. It's the 39th consecutive drawing without a winner, making the jackpot now nearly $1.1 billion. I'm Chip Scarborough with this live local late-breaking update.
Precision Overhead Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all of your overhead door needs. Fully licensed and insured, with locations in Rogers and Fort Smith, serving all of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Give them a call today at 844-PDS-DOOR or online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. And congratulations to the team at Precision Overhead Door, back-to-back winners of the Best of Award, Gold Best Garage Company in Northwest Arkansas, and also winners of the River Valley Precision Overhead Door.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Call Sean Garrison in Rogers or Griggs Covington in Farmington.
Hi, this is Garen Armstrong with Shamrock Roofing and Construction. That small roofing company my father started 45 years ago has now become one of the largest roofing companies in America by following one rule, the golden rule. No one can install a better roof at a better price, a better warranty than Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Let our local family serve your family. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Call today or visit us online at shamrockroofer.com.
Evan Cohen here from Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio for True Green. Are you ready to elevate your lawn game without breaking the bank? True Green has been the trusted choice for over 2 million homeowners for over 50 years. Visit truegreen.com and discover the easiest and affordable way to achieve a pro-level lawn guaranteed. Plus, enjoy True Green's verified price matching, ensuring you get the best lawn for the best price. Visit truegreen.com and transform your lawn effortlessly. That's truegreen.com. Your dream lawn is just around the corner.
Will your bracket be better than Matt Jones, Derek Ruscin, and the rest of the ESPN Arkansas team? Then prove it. Sign up for the hitthatline.com bracket challenge presented by On the Mark Sports Bar and Grill in Fayetteville, 810 Billiards and Bowling in Fort Smith, and Shelter Insurance agent Chris Dooley. Registration is easy. Just find the contest on hitthatline.com. The hitthatline.com bracket challenge is also brought to you in part by Walk On Sports Bistro, Century Bank of the Ozarks, Cafe Conchisme, Links at Chaffee Crossing, and Foghorns Wings.
Sign Studio builds indoor and outdoor video displays in all sizes for any application, from 1 to 1,000 covering all the United States. Sign Studio displays are full color and high resolution with cloud-based or on-site content management. Sign Studio can manufacture custom sizes and shapes of flexible or rigid screens with live video display or scheduled content display. Visit yoursignstudio.com or call 479-250-4844. 479-250-4844.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
When you're looking for your next side-by-side, motorcycle, ATV, or zero-turn mower, look no further than your local Wood Power Sports store. With convenient locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Harrison, we've got 9 brands to choose from. If you can think of it, we've probably got it. These 3 convenient locations also provide you with outstanding service and parts capabilities. Want to know more? Visit us online at woodpowersports.com. Pick your brand, location, or shop all 3. We look forward to earning your business. Wood Power Sports, a solid name you can trust.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas.
Broadcasting live from the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. ESPN Arkansas presents Derek Ruscin.
Have we got a stadium? Yes. Have we got a college? Yes. Well, we can't support both. Tomorrow we start tearing down the college.
And Zach Arns.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
With DQ.
Just gonna go have fun. No one out there that I know of in the audience actively hates me.
Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline 866-285-4005. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, a good deal is never far away. Ruscin and Zach.
But if they hate him, why do they listen? Most common answer. I want to see what he'll say next.
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Again, Thursday is going to be dynamite.
Thursday should be, it'll be interesting.
What are we going to do?
Oh, man.
All right. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
I am wearing my LSU sweater.
You jackass.
Oh, man. All right, I got to get something ready to go here.
What's that?
Well, I have the
Oh, well, while you're doing that, can we?
Oh,
do
yes, please.
Our spring football report.
Yes,
This is brought
please.
to you by no one in particular.
Unsullied by corporate sponsorship.
That's exactly right. So here is your spring football report. Remember, they got the red-white game coming up in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
Again,
thank
you can
God.
hear it right here on ESPN.
I love the red-white game.
All right, here's Sam Piven.
Offensive line issues, back issues, running route issues, tight end issues.
I hate him.
DQ inserting herself into the the practice report there.
Arkansas doesn't go 9-4.
Wow. No. They don't.
Right.
Now I will tell you this. I have a little scuttlebutt for you on football.
Really?
You ready for this?
Yeah, fire away.
Yeah. Okay. So in the sports journalism class today is a football player.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
A football player.
All right.
And of course, being who I am, I did not catch his name. But he's a defensive lineman, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of us not me, someone on the panel asked him, all right, how good are you guys going to be? I think Ty may have asked one. What's the deal? And the guy said, we'll be pretty good.
That's surprising.
Seemed confident.
Huh.
I liked it because I was, soon as the question was asked, I zeroed in on it, and I'm going to analyze everything. What's his face look like? How does he react? The whole deal. And he didn't flinch, and he just had that look like, we're going to be pretty good.
That's surprising.
And then he said, we're better on the offensive line. I'm like,
Ugh.
okay. They couldn't get worse. Unless I was out there.
Right.
Worse on the offensive line.
All right. So what you're saying is you heard SEC championship.
No, that's not what I heard. No. Now, Ty may have heard that, but that's not what I heard.
Top dog.
All right. Would you would you like to reveal the news on the game last night?
I've been waiting all day for this for the television number on the Iowa LSU game last night. Did well. 12.3 million people watched the game last night. Now, to put that into context, only 2 college football games in the year 2023 outpaced it. Two college football. It would have ranked third. Ohio State, Michigan, which got 19, and Georgia, Alabama got 17. Also, in the year 2023, it would have been the 13th most watched sporting event.
13th.
Okay.
Wow.
Behind a bevy of NFL games. Wow. So it did okay.
Yes. That is so it had 12 million viewers.
12.3. Yes.
That is in today's world where there's a million things to watch.
That's a win.
That is a massive in the 3 or 5 channel days, that's like having 50 million people watch the game.
Yeah.
That is
staggering number. Huge. ESPN built it up right. look, you had everything you wanted. You had, depending on which side you were on, you had a villain and a hero. You had superstars. It was a good game, and you had stakes. What else do you need? And and it delivered. So it was a perfect storm, like you said earlier. There wasn't a whole lot of competition, so you've got
timing.
You've got it to yourself. Just don't screw it up.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up. I'm trying to look up. So, and maybe DQ, you can help out with this. There's a game. This is in the Requiem for the Big East game, or 30 for 30. They played a big Monday game. It was 1 versus 2. It was St. John's versus maybe Georgetown in '84. This is a regular season game. And this may pass it. It is the most watched college basketball game in the history of ESPN. It's 40 years ago. I'm trying to get that number. I don't know if it's 12 million or near 12 million, just to kind of see what the comp is with that. But that is the most watched college basketball game on ESPN. I think it was St. John's, Georgetown in '84. 1 versus 2. And this is right there with that. I mean, people don't watch unless it's a football game. People don't watch sports like this.
No.
This is phenomenal.
And again, it was the perfect storm. You had everything you needed to make it that kind of an event, and they pulled it off. And it was a good game. It was a compelling game. It was an interesting game. You had people that you either loved or hated or rooted for, or rooted against, and Kim Mulkey was in a green suit. So I don't know what else you could possibly want out of life.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
12.3 million is a really, really, really good number.
Yeah. Yeah, because now when I try and Google most watched college basketball games, it's showing me the most recent thing, which is the LSU or the Iowa LSU rating. I'm trying to go further back than that. I'll see if I can get to this, but it's right around. This may be an all-timer. All-timer.
Hacker brings up a good point about the Muselman thing. If he goes to L.A., he's going to miss the eclipse.
It's going to be cloudy, man.
Right.
He heard there were clouds. He's out of here.
Now, hang on. I saw Darby put something up yesterday that said we may have a break in the clouds. Now, the eclipse isn't happening here in Northwest Arkansas, but
a break in the clouds.
Yes, there might be some areas, portions of our listening area that may be able to see it clearly.
Oh, okay. Wow. There might be a break in the clouds.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Here's a text that says the late game got 6.7. That's good.
That's a good
really,
holdover.
really good.
Yeah, that's a good holdover there. Again, in the old days before streaming, when it was just TV, this is like a 40 million viewer thing here. The by the way, Bird and Magic in '79 got 35 million. I think I may have. Let me read that again.
Just for reference, like the Super Bowl got 115.
Right.
So I mean that's
the Super Bowl always wins.
That's the peak.
Right.
I was just looking at the
Bird and Magic got 35 million back in 1979.
The Rose Bowl with Texas and USC got 35.6.
Right.
But
so
football dominates. But
I'm not telling you that to dismiss the 12 million. I'm telling you that because if this had occurred with fewer things to watch, Caitlin Clark at LSU and Iowa, like it could have gotten 35 million people. I really believe that. I really believe it's that kind of captivating.
They should have flipped them somehow. Made the run up game, the undercard, and then gone to because that thing would have drawn 20. Yeah, I mean it started at 6. A lot of people, you and I mean I got home. It was I think it was 3 minutes into the game before I sat down. But man, it's that I knew it was going to be a big number. I mean people. My parents were watching it. My parents hate basketball.
Right.
But my mom is in a group text with my daughter talking about different things, and I mean it was impressive.
Monday Night Football last year on ESPN averaged 17 million viewers.
Okay,
so on average,
so you're in that neighborhood.
Yeah, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. I still wish I could find that. I'm gonna have to watch that 30 for 30 tonight and then see it. But it was a
wild night at your house.
To this day, and maybe it's broken today. It was the most watched game in ESPN history.
That's a good number. Really, really.
Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Okay.
I don't pour over TV ratings.
Well, do you remember the game 1 versus 2 in the Big East on a Monday night?
But I know before cable, all those numbers are skewed anyway.
No.
It's hard to it's hard to compare because now there's 7 billion channels. Back then there were 6.
Yeah,
and 2 of them were UHF, and you could barely get them.
Yeah, I guess
DQC, there was a time when we had to get our signal over the air, and I had to physically get up and turn the TV.
That sucks.
Thank you, DQ.
The olden times.
Yeah.
Now I can control my TV on my phone.
I was the remote.
Yeah.
My dad.
What, did they hit you in the head?
Hit me in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Go change the channel.
Wow. Look at that. All right. You can join us on the McClarty Daniel hotline, 866-285-4005. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparkly. Sparky.
Sparkly?
Yeah, sorry, Sparky.
Now here's a vote for AI John Chaney.
All right. I brought this up to have AI Broyles coach the football team, and nobody liked it then. So now we're into this. Okay.
Well, no, that's just Abner.
Oh, it's Abner. Okay.
And Abner's at church, doing whatever they do.
Is there Tuesday night church?
No, not Catholics. We're very Sunday oriented. Saturday night if you have to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go in Sunday morning with Saturday night still on your breath, something like that.
Ugh.
It's happened.
Yeah, there were times. There were definitely times. All right, yeah. So we've got Muss is supposed to be interviewing at USC. It's reportedly his job to lose.
I would change his key card.
You throw him out now?
Yeah, throw him out now.
You would throw him out now?
Why not?
Okay. All right. Well, that's an idea.
You can't let him back.
Well, he can't come back with his tail between his legs.
No.
I mean, that's just not good. I mean, that's just not. It's not going to work there.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Like, can't do that. I believe the game I'm referencing here. I'm sorry, I'm down this rabbit hole. I can't get out of it now. Is February 27th, 1985.
Okay.
Number 1, St. John's. Number 2, Georgetown. Georgetown won 85-69 at the Garden.
Been Ewing and Mullen and.
It says it's on a Wednesday, though, so it wouldn't have been Big Monday. I don't know. Anyway, let's see if I can get to the bottom of this. I just need to pull up that 30 for 30 right now, but, it is what it is.
You can't do that right now.
12 million bucks. 12 million viewers. That's amazing. Hey, sorry, Mizzou fans. Caitlin Clark had more viewers than the Cotton Bowl this past year.
If that's where you have to go. Right. I think Caitlin Clark scored more points last night than Iowa did in its last 3 games.
Wow. That's something.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, some of you are leaving for baseball in a little bit. It's going to be cold out there, but
man, it's going to be brutal out there.
As the late Larry Shank would say, 47 baseball degrees as we get ready for
72 in the box.
29-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Well, it's going to be the outfield's going to be fun today or tonight. It's going to be something else.
It'll be and the wind will be blowing. It'll be I saw wind gusts up to like 28 miles an hour. Sounds great.
Yeah, pretty good.
So the Red Wolves thrilled that they made it over.
Also, Caitlin Clark has scored more points last night than Iowa football has scored in like 30 years. So I mean that's pretty impressive. Right?
Yeah.
No? Yeah. But did you make that joke already?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
I thought you said something else.
No.
That's almost exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He said the last 3 games.
Did you know that Viagra is the number 1 recreational drug in America?
I didn't know that. Yeah. I'm sorry. I've been over here working away, and I messed it up.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. It's okay.
This is what happens. Pay attention and cruise on. All right. Let's see here. What else we got on the text line here? Anything good? Not many people wear shirts in LA.
Does he go to the interview shirtless?
Well, no. Do you remember? This thing got off to an inauspicious start. Do you remember his press conference here?
Yes. The lights didn't work.
Well, they had the scoreboard. They do this thing in there where they try and lower the scoreboard to bring it closer so they can put a big, graphic on it or whatever. Well, what they did was they lowered the scoreboard so much that
We're in the dark.
Everybody on stage, Muselman, Chuck Barrett, like they were all sitting like they were concealing their identity. Like they were lit from like the neck down, but from the neck up, you couldn't see anybody's face.
It wasn't great.
Another fine decision by the University of Arkansas marketing and promotions.
Thursday is going to be fun. Really looking forward to Thursday.
Caitlin Clark had more points than a Dan Enos offense.
Oh, didn't.
Text out of the 870 on the McCarty Dental hotline.
High school.
Right.
Enos. But,
Yeah. Although, Muselman had the headache of Nick Smith last year.
mm-hmm.
And now next year he might have the headache of Bronny James. So you know what? Hashtag karma. You know.
Well, you're assuming Bronny's going to be there.
Muselman he'll talk him into staying.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, he'll bring him back. Yeah.
All right.
He'll bring him back. Yeah. He'll try to get Juju to come over and play on the men's team.
She
play
could.
both.
Hey, come on. You're young. You can do it. No, don't you worry about it.
So we've heard from, I think Hutch tweeted this. We have a tweet from Caliph Battle, if you're intrigued.
Yeah.
He is, the tweet reads, this is an hour ago, life is really lifing right now.
DQ, translate.
Yeah.
Life sucks right now. That's what he's saying.
Sounds like a guy whose coach is leaving is what it sounds like to me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And maybe he doesn't want to go to SC. Maybe he does. I don't know. But it seems like he's
life of a player in Los Angeles wouldn't be that bad if it's on a 1 or a 2 year deal thing.
It sounds like he's going through it right now. I don't think he's thrilled with what's going on here. But maybe he just wants, like you say, he wants the social media hugs. I mean, we don't know.
I don't think Caleb Battle does. I think he's that's the genuine sentiment of a young man that's about to lose his coach, but possibly.
Graham has a great idea on the McCarty Dino hotline. Yurachek can do a new video with no one driving the bus.
Just right off the cliff.
And I will now do BE. Take note of this. I will now do my Roadrunner and Coyote explosion Mel Blanc impression. Here we go. Thank you.
Okay. Well, anyway, there's nothing like a good coaching search. Keep you interested.
I can't imagine fans have great confidence in the leadership here.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they won't let Yurachek do it. Maybe they'll stick him in the corner to play with a yo-yo or something while the adults do the coaching search.
Jeff Long him.
Well, I mean, that's what they did with Petrino. Like, hey, go play with this. Leave us alone. The grown-ups are talking here, all right? Maybe that's what they'll do. But if I'm the Chancellor Robinson, is that his name?
Yeah.
Or Dr. or Bobbitt down there who runs the whole thing, or soon to be Asa perhaps running the whole deal. I'm like, what do you exactly do here? Because it seems like you have no idea what's going on with one of your major cash cows, men's basketball. Football, I don't know what you're doing there. Like, I mean, you hate NIL. The only thing that's gone well for you in the last 6 months is you've been put on the college football playoff selection committee.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do here? Like John C. or John McGinley in Office Space. What is it you'd say you do here?
He's in a tough spot, and maybe he does. Maybe he's known this for a while. I mean, there are reports out there that Muss has been trying to get out every year since he got here. So that's a thing.
That's got to make you feel good.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel great, but it is what.
By the way,
at
you've
this
been
point.
trying to get out of here every year since you got here.
Yeah.
We're joking. It's comedy, folks. Settle down. We need to laugh to hide our pain. All right. Oh, Kristen Poto on the McCarty hotline. Hashtag plane tracking season.
Oh, come on.
Scott Drew's plane spotted in Northwest Arkansas. There you go. Scott Drew has a plane?
No.
None of these guys have planes.
No.
Okay. They don't buy planes. They have to pay for all the houses they have to buy and sell. And
Lincoln Riley could.
No.
He could buy
Hey, who gets the Muselman mansion?
It's a great question.
Does Sam move in there?
No. No, he's got side by side.
Bobby move in there?
He's got his side by sides. He's happy.
Doesn't Yurachek now, like, he gave up the mansion life, right? Like, he lives in some kind of Quonset hut by the square or something. Like, doesn't he? Yurachek. I thought he moved downtown.
Oh,
because he loves the community. He loves the people. I thought we said that one time.
I mean, there are pretty nice houses in the historic district.
He loves Fayetteville. He loves the people.
Historic just means old.
There are really nice houses on Maple and Leverett.
Like
Is
the
that
witch,
other
like
one?
the witch's house.
It's not Leverett.
No, not
No,
Leverett.
definitely
Maple
not
and
Leverett.
the other one that's right next to it.
Like the witch's
Lafayette.
house, just off. I'm sorry. What?
Lafayette.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Here we call it Lafayette.
That is not what we call it.
No.
There are really nice houses on that street.
Here's a text. Obviously, we're hiring Shaka Smart.
Okay.
Settle down.
Get the best guy available. Let's try this for a change. All right. Let's not go cheap. Let's not do. And again, he still works here technically. We should point that out for people who are just turning their radio on, going, "Oh my God, what happened?"
If you get on that bus, no sir.
But if you get on that plane, you might as well.
You can't come back.
It would be pretty embarrassing. But you know what he could do? He gets on the propaganda app. He says how much he loves it. He loves that helmet. And people would be like, "Oh, no, thank God
he chose us." Yeah. No.
Oh, man.
Can't do it. Can't do it, man.
Yeah. Maybe they should have re-upped his membership to Ben's apartment, and this wouldn't have happened. I'm just saying. The perks.
Rays are great.
They did. Is that what you're told?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right, fine.
I don't know. DQ, you and Hunter are neighbors. You live in Fayetteville, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'd be surprised if he lived in my apartment complex.
Well, it could be his summer home.
Hey,
too.
now.
Maybe.
Saying, just throwing that out there.
No. Anyway, I thought that's if I'm just reading the texts, that's all I can do here. The people, the guy that people want the most is either Will Wade or Chris Beard. That's if you look at all these texts over the 3.5 hours, that's who the people want. So that's where that stands right now. Luckily, no one has brought up Bill Self or Larry Brown.
Hire Mike Anderson, get a discount on that buyout.
I think he's off the books.
Oh,
now.
is he? Okay.
I think he's finally off the books. Yeah, Bielema may be off the books now.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't seen this year's tax paper for the foundation. I saw last year's, and he was still on there. So maybe that was the last installment. I don't know. All right. Let's see here. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky, 866-285-4005.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Dan Hurley should be our number one target.
Okay, but he has a better job.
DQ'd. Would you like to field that one?
I don't know who that is.
Good.
You don't know who Dan Hurley is?
Who does he coach?
UConn.
He's the he's the Red Dragon undies wearing coach of UConn. Yeah.
I hear he's good.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
He's on the doorstep of back-to-back. Yes, he is. He is very good. The number one target. He has a better job. Like what? Why would he's winning championships and showing no signs of slowing down?
No, they're getting better. They're getting better. So it's very premature. And if Yurachek has known about this, he's probably got a list.
You just had a lousy cultural fit. You're going to bring in another one?
The Jersey guy.
Exactly. He doesn't know this place. This is flyover country to him. He doesn't know.
All right. Here's a text out of the 479. His sources are saying he was only staying for the eclipse, found out it's going to be cloudy, so he said, screw it, I'm leaving.
He's out of here.
I mean, that seems plausible.
There might be sun now. Right. There might be sun.
So he might be back.
That's right. Stay tuned for the very latest. Woo! All right. We've got baseball for some of you coming right up. Stay with us here, Ruscin and Zach.
Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel hotline. 866-285-4005. McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
Hey, y'all, it's Crystal from Cards. Start off your new year with a new deal. Sign up for residential trash service today and get 13 months for the price of 12. This offer is valid through the end of the year, and you have to mention the Ruscin and Zach Show to get this New Year's deal. Cards is operated with our customers in mind, and we are headquartered right here in Arkansas. You can sign up today online at cardsrecycling.com or give us a call, 877-592-2737.
TaxAct knows you don't look forward to taxes, TaxAct doesn't even look forward to taxes, and TaxAct is a tax software company. It's basically TaxAct's whole thing. If TaxAct did things over, maybe TaxAct would end up teaching kindergarten or leading fly fishing tours. But that's a different story for a different ad. So why don't we just agree that taxes aren't fun, but you still have to do them? TaxAct's filing software can help you do that. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hog truck.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Are you ready to upgrade your ride? Head on over to McClarty Daniel Country. McClarty Daniel has over 1,000 used cars to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. With 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale, you're never too far away from a great deal. But that's not all. If you're looking for something brand new, they've got you covered there too, with a great selection of new cars available for you to upgrade to. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to McClarty Daniel and drive away in the car of your dreams. Online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Spring camping season is here. Don't miss the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th at 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway in Rogers behind Nukes. Sponsored by 2 of the state's largest RV dealers, Wheels RV and Moix RV, with brands you love like Grand Design, Jayco, Brinkley, Flagstaff, Coachman Catalina, Vibe, and Winnebago. On-site financing available, plus food trucks, a variety of vendors, and bounce house for the kids. Make plans to attend the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th. 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway, Rogers.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, historic rivalries tip off with shareable bites, and every shot you take is a game winner. All season long, you're ballin' with 29-degree beer, courtside seats, and scenic views. I mean, where else can you pair wall-to-wall hoops with hard-to-find whiskey? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Discover your dream pool at Burton Pools and Spas. Dive into our massive outdoor pool showroom, one of the largest in the nation. Conveniently situated off I-49 in Springdale, the Burton Pools and Spas showroom features 10 stunning in-ground pool installations, 8 distinct fiberglass pool models, discounts up to $12,000. Visualize your backyard oasis before making your commitment and get ready for a splashing summer. At Burton, we don't just build swimming pools, we build long-term relationships.
Hey, Northwest Arkansas, ever feel like you're carrying around a backpack full of bricks? That sluggishness, that weight, it's holding you back from being your best self? At Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness, we've got the game changer you've been waiting for. Semaglutide Compound. Imagine shedding those pounds, feeling lighter, and regaining that confidence you've been missing. But let's get real for a second. What happens if you don't take action? That backpack, it gets heavier. Your health, your energy, your zest for life, all weighed down. Why choose Voxy? Simple. We're not just about weight loss. We're about transformation. Our tailored programs, expert guidance, and weight loss medications combine to offer you a personalized path to success. And fellas, listening on ESPN, this isn't about vanity, it's about vitality. It's about reclaiming your game on and off the field. Are you ready to drop that backpack and step into a lighter, brighter tomorrow? Choose Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness. Choose transformation. Choose you. Go to VoxyNWA.com for more details or text us at 479-274-8454. That's VOXYNWA.com.
Hello, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. That cold air certainly coming on and just getting colder. Waking up tomorrow morning, the temperatures in the mid-upper 30s, and with that wind feeling like it's in the upper 20s Wednesday morning. And that wind keeps going throughout the day on Wednesday, gusting over 40 miles per hour at times. Oh, very breezy. A little bit more sunshine, a little bit warmer, so highs in the mid-50s Wednesday. Wind calms down by Thursday morning, waking up to temperatures closer to freezing. Thursday afternoon looks a little bit better for us, with highs in the upper 50s to around 60. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we're back here on ESPN Arkansas. HitThatLine.com. It is Ruscin and Zach. You hear? Well, we're on ESPN 99.5 now. We're going off the rest of it, right? They've gone to their.
DQ, you got baseball on our friends down south, right?
Yes.
Okay, so did I. So yes, it's
Yeah,
just us.
baseball, huh?
Yeah. In the freezing temperatures at Baum Stadium.
I wish them well in their quest. It's going to be good.
I got some Southeastern Conference basketball news.
Okay.
Michi Johnson, the leading scorer for South Carolina, jumped into the portal.
Yep.
Ohio State.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Who ended up getting that job?
I don't know. Hold on. But
Did it again.
Arkansas was allegedly contacting him, but
They contact everybody.
They do. I think they.
Yeah,
just
Jake Diebler got the job.
Who?
Diebler.
Who?
He was. I think they just took the interim tag off the guy. I think. Yeah, he was an assistant since 2019. So they gave it to Diebler. 37 years of age. He's a young man.
Yeah. Well, he just got the leading scorer from South Carolina.
Well, the Big Ten next year. Okay, think about this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you got the leading scorer from the SEC and the Big Ten. SC is going to have Muselman.
Yep.
UCLA is going to be intriguing. Oregon's always competitive with Altman. Is Michigan going to be any good?
No.
Okay. Wisconsin's Illinois. I mean, good Lord, what a league!
Oh, it's a good league.
What a league!
It's a great.
And I don't think
league.
and I don't like Trey McCaffrey at all. But I mean, I don't think they're going to suck forever. I mean, I think they'll be a.
Well, is he out of kids?
I think he might be. Well, that could be the problem. He's out of kids
Because his teams were really good when he had his own kids.
Yes, that's right. Isn't that funny?
No more McCaffreys in the pipeline.
No. No, sorry. Unless he takes a younger lover of some sort, maybe in a few years he could have another.
You'd like to talk about it?
No, I'm just saying that's. I am the stud finder. Let's get to the.
It is just us now, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Because I've been really just itching to play some of these things. This was a good one that Abner sent me.
Hello, baby. That's not a bad one.
It's not bad. That's a big bopper.
That's right. From Corpus Christi, I believe.
Yeah, that's correct.
We had Diesel's semen tested.
Oh boy. He's from Port Arthur. I'm sorry.
Now, what's the difference?
It's Texas. There's a big difference.
Anyway.
J.P. Richardson, the Big Bopper.
Richardson. Okay. All right.
He had a wife named Tsitsi.
Like the fly? Like Tsitsi fly?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you on your way out to Baum Stadium, please feel free to, it should take you like a half an inning to introduce yourself.
Did you know
the secret password tonight is Tsitsi fly? You know.
You know that the Big Bopper's wife was named Tsitsi.
Tsitsi?
Their nickname. Yeah.
Okay.
I just saw that. It's on the internet. It's got to be true, right?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's do the polls here as we are winding down the bracket of stuff. Friday we will crown a champion.
I'm excited about this. Ruscin and Zach Expos brought to you by Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale. 479-225-8809 for all of your heat and air needs. Beer or thin crust pizza. It's tightened up. Thin crust now at 51%. Come on, beer nicks.
Locked up in a
Come
tight
on. Where
one.
are all my craft brewery guys? Oh, dude, I need an IPA. Come on now.
A calzone.
Calzone. Give me your best calzone and IPA. Football or dogs? 51.7% of you now say football. That number has dropped.
Oh, boy.
The dog owners have gotten home from the dog park.
It is madness.
Is there anyone more full of hope than a mom who hopes it's chocolate smeared on the hand soap in the bathroom? 65.5% of you said no. Is anything you do at work after lunch that is considered productive purely unintentional? 70.9% of you said yes. Those are Ruscin and Zach X-Polls, brought to you by our good friends at Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale, 479-225-8880. Now we've got the same text twice, once from West in Springdale, once from the 479 RIP Diesel. For those of you who may not have been around for that, it was a tough day.
How's Diesel today?
Diesel was sent away to slaughter.
Oh, well, that took a dark turn. Man.
But my client got extra money, so I think it was a good outcome.
For everybody but Diesel.
Diesel is really not thinking this was a good outcome.
No, he became a burger. There, I said the uncomfortable part out loud. Huh. We ate him. Yeah, we ate him. You jackass. We ate Diesel.
Oh, man. Tasty, though.
I have a low IQ.
Put some cheese on there?
Really?
Some onion?
Right. You put onion, like onion soup in your burger?
No,
that's good. No, it's He's going to eat alone tonight.
I might. I may avoid all human contact because all this must stuff. I don't want people to go, oh, what do you think? What do you think?
No one's going to ask you.
Maybe in a shirt.
I'm wearing the freaking
no. If you go,
jersey
if
here.
you go where you said you were going to go, yes, somebody might
exactly.
Ask you. Now, if you go to a different place, probably not. And it's not because you have the shirt on; it's because they know you there.
No, I don't know what I wanted. I did not have lunch
for the third time.
I missed my feeding.
Yes, his noon feeding he did not
That's
get.
Okay, I'll have 2 tomorrow. I'll make up.
Send it in, Jerome.
I'll have 2 tomorrow.
2? That are you going to eat lunch 4 times?
Yeah, have 2 lunches.
Yeah, okay.
Second lunch.
All right. That was
like when Pam was with
I mean,
child.
we both looked at each other, and he's like, he hasn't had his feeding today.
Yeah.
So
I'm amazed I've made it this long. Honestly.
Yeah.
This was pretty bad.
Very, very impressive.
We're all very impressed.
That's right. Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with your stamina.
Telling you, man, I may collapse when I get out of this chair, but I laid it all out there on the line. So that's what you can do.
Okay,
put it all out there.
Mm-hmm. Just put it all out there for everybody to see.
Oh man. Well, Zach likes watching baseball during the program here.
I do,
and we have one of those things happening here where the little doohickey that you get the pitches on isn't working.
Oh.
But we can't just go back to signs. We have to get the doohickey working. It would be a lot faster. It's like, oh, all right, fine. Remember the signs? Yeah, all right, we'll just do that. But no, you got to get the thing, and they have to bring another one out. That's a whole, can he hear it? Or, and this isn't a joke. Is it in the right language? Because, some of them are in different languages and stuff. So, so we have
That's surprising.
Did she really say that?
No, I didn't. That one is a really clean cut, so that's why you can't tell.
You're tricking me. I'm in here and I don't know what's going on.
That's a good one.
That's surprising.
You just can never say that again because now we'll know it's fake.
Right.
Unless you say it for real.
Don't ever say that again, DQ.
We'll have no idea.
But you say mean things all the time.
Yeah, that one's not right. Telling them. All right. It's 5:39 here on Ruscin and Zach. You got Arkansas and
Arkansas State.
Arkansas State coming up here. Mm-hmm. How are the old Red Wolves this year? They need good.
I've literally said
I
this
have
every hour.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Well, how good are they?
16-14.
They
lost 2 out of 3 to Georgia Southern.
That's not great.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't know what to say about that.
They will start Cole Turner.
Ah, good old Cole.
And Arkansas going with Colin Fisher on the mound, a lefty.
Of course.
Try and get his confidence back because you can never have enough arms as you get down the stretch in the league play. And right now, they have a couple guys they're going to rely on, but not, in the bullpen.
John on the 479 knows the gag. He has a perfect mint condition, mint in box Eric Musselman bobblehead doll for sale. Item 1904. And a mint in box Eric Musselman bobblehead doll for sale.
All right. If this guy leaves,
Uh-huh.
we're not getting rid of this, and we're not, because I have the bobblehead here. It's out of box. I ruined the value of this thing.
Can we let DQ run it over in her new car?
No. I like this bobblehead, actually. It's actual size. I mean,
It is. It's
maybe that was it. We went to the short jokes, and he's like, I'm out of here. I don't need this.
Yeah. Think about
That was the final straw.
That was it. That was it.
Think about the recruits.
Ruskin and Zach went to the short jokes, and dadgummit, I don't have to take this crap anymore. I'm 60 years old. I don't need this abuse. I'm out of here. Going to the beach. Maybe that's what pushed him over. That we've killed the program in recruiting.
Again.
We really have. All right. We'll find out what we all learned here coming up momentarily. 866-285-4005 to join us on the McClarty Daniel Hotline.
This is Ruskin and Zach.
If I'm stalking someone, though, I'm really careful.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. You need the Lindbergh team, home of Arkansas's only instant offer program. Get a cash offer on your home in only 72 hours. Lindbergh Real Estate Group is the #1 team in Arkansas with over $1 billion sold and voted best of the best 10 years in a row, serving all of Northwest Arkansas, Missouri, and now the River Valley. Find out more at lindberghteam.com. LIMBIRD.
I like to be active, and as you get older, I know it because I am older. You're more prone to injury, and I could not get rid of the pain.
QC Kinetics patient Diane Richardson talking about how a hiking injury left her in awful pain.
No one wants to live in pain. I certainly don't want to live in pain. I don't have time for pain.
Diane had heard about regenerative medicine, so she called QC Kinetics and started treatment right away. And the results were incredible.
I couldn't believe it. I honestly was skeptical, but the pain went from a 10 to a 0.
QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in using natural biologics, healing properties from your own body to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. There's no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
The result was phenomenal. I mean, I was not feeling any pain. I'm able to do everything that I want to do.
If you have pain from arthritis or injury, this may be the solution you're looking for. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
It was a game changer.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
The madness continues at Mad Rooster Beer Company in Fayetteville. Mad Rooster brews high-quality, innovative beer selections including IPAs, stouts, fruited sours, and seltzers across their 30 taps. Mad Rooster has 8 big screens and key game audio, so you won't miss a single minute of the action. Don't settle for an ordinary watch party when you can experience all the madness at Mad Rooster. Mad Rooster Beer Company, brewed locally in Fayetteville at 1107 Southwest Avenue. Is your heating and air system up to task? Call Kelly and Larry, the Champion Heating Pros at Unlimited Heating and Air to schedule your heating and tune-up service. Champion brand offers a 10-year parts and labor warranty on all new and replacement systems. Special tune-up pricing, $79. Military discounts as well as civil service discounts too. Unlimited Heat and Air is veteran-owned and supports all lines of civil service. Call today, 479-225-8809. Unlimited Heating and Air, your Champion home comfort experts.
Tougher than the first shower after a sunburn. They're the new Mahindra tractors at Tatum Motor Company. New Mahindras are heavier with more built-in weight, so you can push more, pull more, and lift more. Your new Mahindra will always be ready and capable. These tough Mahindra tractors are proudly made with steel, not plastic, so you'll never be envious of the other brands. Plus, with the new Mahindra, you get up to a 7-year powertrain warranty on most models and 0% financing on select models for 72 months. That's 6 years, no interest. If you're looking for a new tractor or tractor package at the new Mahindra from Tatum Motor Company, you can even call for a quote before you head down. Tatum Motors promises they won't be undersold. Tatum Motor Company in Anderson, Missouri and Tawnytown, Arkansas.
I'm Paul with Tatum Motor Company. Visit us online at tatummotor.com.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. You know, Fayetteville's hair joint for men. Did you know your haircut can accentuate features about your face you may not like? That's why you need Fantasy Sports Cuts. We'll work with you to create the perfect look for you. If your current barber isn't cutting it, come see us at Fantasy Sports Cuts. We'll have you leaving feeling like a winner. And we all like winners. Book your appointment today at Fantasy Sports Cuts, where the winning look can be found. Fantasy Sports Cuts, Fayetteville's hair joint for men and your little men in training at Mission and Crossover in the Hart Shopping Center. We'll see y'all there.
For the past several years, you've been casting your votes for the best of NWA, and the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater in Springdale has received many of them. Best new restaurant, best sports bar, best steakhouse, best overall restaurant, best chicken wings, and soon there will be more best ofs. Check out their event room for parties and banquets. Be sure to sign up for rewards points and follow the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Facebook. Their happy hours make it the best place to watch all the March Madness. Check them out at theallamericansteakhouse.com, then come in and see for yourself. The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale.
ESPN 99.5. Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline, 866-285-4005. Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach.
All right, we returned here on ESPN Arkansas.
Got a good one today.
We did?
Well, I got a good, what did we learn?
Oh, okay.
Pretty happy with this one.
All right. Very good. Let's get to it here. DQ, what did you learn today?
I learned that the name Rolex doesn't mean anything. It doesn't stand for anything. It has no significance.
Okay.
The founder thought it was easy to pronounce in any language.
Rolex.
It's also easy to make a knockoff Bolex if you're, on the streets of a major U.S. city or somewhere.
Rolexes don't tick; they glide.
Well,
that's how you know.
That's a good catchphrase right there.
Wow. Okay.
It's from a rap song.
And Timex.
My Rolly glides. That's the song.
Did we get that?
Oh, yeah. Abner, I hope you got that one. My Rolly glides.
My Rolly don't tick; it glides.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
There it was.
We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
Huh. Okay. I learned
top that.
Yeah. I learned today, DQ, AAA is reporting for the 6th year in a row more incidents of women and road rage than men.
Uh-oh. Look at that.
6 years in a row. This is a trend.
I keep it in check pretty well.
This is the Clip DQ segment. I keep it in.
You can't speak anymore. It's ruined.
Or I just only speak in interruptions, so it's never clean.
That's right. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to start doing.
Is this talk over everybody? There it is.
I have 982 photos of cats.
You couldn't sound.
I have 9.
You couldn't sound older.
Yeah.
Right.
That is not true at all.
I got a few historical notes here.
Okay.
First of all, happy birthday to Robert from Nashville. He is celebrating a birthday today. Okay. You'll like this one. It was 32 years ago today that John Gotti is found guilty of 5 murders. Paul Castellano, Thomas Bellotti, Robert DiBernardo, Liborio Milito, and Louis De Bono. Plus
I hate him.
Conspiracy to murder, loan sharking, illegal gambling, obstruction of justice, bribery, and tax evasion.
Whoa, he hit the holy trinity there. Good.
He went away for a while.
Okay.
And then on this date in 1995, the big match at WrestleMania 11, Lawrence Taylor defeats Bam Bam Bigelow.
That's surprising.
About that? Catholics know how to throw down, man. Well, am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong about that.
Man, this is great.
Okay. All right. That's what we learned here on Ruscin and Zach today. So there you go.
Wrap it up.
I also learned that Taylor Swift is now, according to Forbes, officially a billionaire now.
Oh, DQ. How do you feel about contributing to that?
Yeah.
What has she given you?
She did give me
Entertainment.
two concerts.
And you were
that were
completely
great.
wrecked for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Completely wrecked.
Isn't she the only person who's done it with music and touring alone,
What are we talking about?
being a billionaire?
Oh!
Because
yeah.
I think Rihanna's a billionaire, but she has a makeup line too. So that kind of, the makeup line makes a lot of money. Beyonce might be a billionaire for the same reasons as Taylor Swift.
After their country song.
You didn't like the album?
Did you hear it?
No.
Okay.
Oh, so you're like the UCLA coach. I know. I hated that column. I didn't read it, but I hated it, and I want to denounce that column. Jeez. Anyway, will you be calling Robert from Nashville to wish him a happy birthday?
No.
Oh, Mike. Hey, Mike. Are you available?
No.
Mike, we might have a situation developing here. Hey, it's also the Mandalorian's birthday.
Hey, DQ loves.
Pedro Pascal is
He
49.
loves her some Mandalorian.
I should have made you guess that. It's 49. All right. Well, there you go. Well, there's what else is on tonight?
Nothing. After last night, there is nothing on tonight. Zero.
It's National Read a Book Night across the United States.
Really?
How about that?
DQ. It's National Read a Book Night. Would it be considered old to read a book about World War II on National Read a Book Night?
Yes, there are lots of other books you can read.
I just made up this holiday, by the way.
Oh, okay.
It's not real.
Well, that makes no sense. Fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just made it up. Well, anyway, I mean, the NIT's on tonight. That's exciting, right?
No.
I guess you got to watch a couple innings of this Arkansas game, and then they'll blow out the.
I have nothing to do until 8:40 when the Red Sox play the A's. So,
oh boy,
what? But I'm in my happy zone now.
Yeah,
this is you're going to eat alone. I float the idea that I may go see the Royals Orioles by myself in 2 weeks, and you roll your eyes like, oh no, don't do that. I don't get the difference.
Yeah, what? You're gonna go all the way to a baseball game in another city by yourself?
Yeah. Well, why not? Go up Saturday, stay Sunday, go to Q39, come home. Sounds like a great weekend to me. Imagine a weekend where nobody talks to you.
You're gonna get a singleton to go up there and go one ticket, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sit in a box. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna get it for free.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're gonna tie this thing.
I have a connection up there. Yeah, sit in the box. I'm not going up there. I'm not paying. No.
Sit with the peasants.
No, I'm not sitting with the peasants.
Drink beer.
I'm not sitting with you people. No. You might breathe on me. No, I'm not doing that. No. Plus, I don't pay for food or beer or anything like that, parking, anything like that. What? I'll get out of there for under $300.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're not going to go alone.
I'll bet you I will.
No.
I'll bet you I will.
You'll find someone on the way.
What?
You'll find someone.
Along the way.
Like on the side of the road?
No, I'm not saying you'll
like
pick up a hitchhiker or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's Seligman. Yeah, that's right.
Pick up a hitchhiker in Seligman. Hey, you want to go to the Royals game?
Okay, I ain't got nothing going on.
Come on, man.
Well, the baseball game's streaming now or something like that. And if you want to listen to other stuff, we'll be back here in a minute. Or maybe we won't. I don't know.
Depends on if the equipment works. We'll find out.
It always depends on if the equipment works.
That's true.
It's very true. All right. Well, that's